Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Everybody's in different spots. Well, not everybody. Just Riggins is in a different spot today. If you're watching on YouTube, you're like, what's different today? Well, TJ's out today having his colonoscopy, which is what you do. I think he was supposed to have it during COVID. And as he put it, he just now got around to rescheduling it. Because he's not the most timely person in the world from time to time.
I feel bad for him. That's not fun on any level.
Honestly, having had one done, that it doesn't, I mean, it's not enjoyable, but you don't know anything. You go in, they put you under, they wake you up, you go home. There's nothing to it.
Without being graphic, are you sore?
That's what my question was going to be.
Nope.
I mean, you weren't sore, you mean?
I was not.
So that was my biggest thing. I'm like, I wonder, how you recover.
Yeah, you don't. You're fine. You just once the anesthetic and all wears off, anesthesia wears off, and everything's good. You're totally fine. So, let me give you like the worst way, in my opinion, to start the day. So I got it this morning, like 3:30. Well, first off, here's what happened this morning. I got up before that. I got up at 3, and I was going to try to go to the gym and do cardio this morning because I'm trying to get back on track with my fitness because I put on a few pounds, quite a few, as a matter of fact. And I get all the way to the gym, and my AirPods are dead.
Oh, yeah.
So I just went home.
Yeah.
Because there's no way, what's the point?
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
I go home and I get stuff ready for the show and all that kind of stuff, and I have some extra time, and I have an alarm that I set on my phone every morning to go off at 4:30 as a reminder. Hey, you need to get up, get in the shower, all that kind of stuff. Now that's where I'm, that's time to move rooms at that point. Essentially, whatever I'm doing has to stop to get ready to be here to record all the stuff that I record before the show starts every day. I get in the shower, and when you first get in the shower and that hot water hits, like, oh, God, this feels incredible. And you're just kind of standing there letting the hot water rush over you, and you feel fantastic. And my phone is sitting on the counter, and then the next thing you hear is,
oh, you're in the shower, yeah.
It's so unbelievably annoying.
Yeah.
Because my wife, Amanda, is asleep, in the room.
Yeah.
And it's 4:30 in the morning. She has no reason to be awake at 4:30 in the morning. So immediately you got to stop. Oh, I'm soaking wet. You got to throw open the shower door quickly, yet carefully, jump out of the shower and try to get to the phone before it goes off for like the 4th time.
Yeah.
Because it keeps going off. It's like, oh, crap, I got to get to that quick.
It's 4:30. She's asleep and pregnant.
Yeah.
Now you can add that to any kind of frustration she's feeling. And she's pregnant.
She's asleep. She's pregnant. And if she is going to be awake, she's going to be hangry.
Yeah.
Because we had a little...
Oh, yeah.
Last night, she was a little... I was like, what did I do? I'm just hangry.
Yeah. Well, at least she gets it. She understands it.
Only 6 months to go.
Fun.
Yeah.
Just give you a little insight into my way. Yeah, so I bolted out of the shower like, oh, my God, let me cut that off.
Butt naked?
Yeah. Well, I'm in the shower, so yeah.
You don't put a towel on or anything?
Well, no, I wasn't going to bother with that. Just to get to, all I'm going to do is jump over there and cut the alarm off, and then jump right back in the shower.
Oh, you got water everywhere.
There was water everywhere. Yeah. So after I dried off when I got out of the shower, that towel's done. It was a brand new fresh towel, but I used it to wipe up the floor. So now laundry's got to be done today.
Yeah. Was she up then?
No, she stayed asleep. I didn't wake her up.
That a girl.
Thank God. Thank God, because I would have probably heard about it before I came to work today.
Yeah, you've woken the Kraken.
Yeah, there's no better way to start the day than that. Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so I was very involved with the USA.
I know.
I'm just glad they won. World Cup yesterday. United States, Iran. USA needed to win this game. I still don't know how the tournament works, but I was glad that we won against Iran.
Okay, here's what happens now. We beat Iran yesterday, 1-0. We're out of the group stage now. We're into the round of 16. It is my understanding now it's win or go home.
Every game.
Yeah. So you play 3 games early to settle up your group.
Yeah.
And then the top point getters advance to the quarterfinals.
Okay.
I'm sorry, to the round of 16. And if they win this, they advance. If they beat the Netherlands on Saturday, they would advance to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2002.
The Netherlands, let's beat them. Well, I heard that they were saying that the soccer players for Iran or Iran, whatever you say,
Iran,
were terrified to go home because the government has threatened them and their families for not singing the national anthem, which they didn't sing because, the women are protesting in Iran and things like that. So it was to show solidarity and support for the women of.
Yeah, they've already threatened their families.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They said the government, personally threatened, let every one of them know, let every one of their families know, we're going to get you.
It's crazy.
They better change their ways or we're coming for you. So now they're terrified to go home.
I don't blame them. I might want to take a little trip to Turks and Caicos before I head home. I think maybe.
Yeah, so the U.S. plays again on Saturday against the Netherlands.
Yeah, I hope they do well. God bless them. Today's National Meth Awareness Day. So, Ace, being from Louisiana, you were aware of meth from what age? I don't want to be too insulting.
You're saying meth is more prevalent in Louisiana, so we would have been aware of it at an earlier age?
I guess I just assumed it was. I could be way wrong. Maybe it's more popular here.
Meth wasn't really a thing growing up, I don't think.
Yeah.
And it didn't become a thing until after I was in college was the first time I was aware of what meth was.
Yeah.
And I don't even think I realized it was just called crystal meth at the time.
Crystal meth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only been shortened to meth probably in the past, 20 years, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, well, in an eerie coincidence, it's also National Mississippi Day, so I don't know. I don't know if the two things are related. But yeah, Breaking Bad was the only way I've ever seen meth. I don't even know how who do you call for meth? Can you call you can't call a weed dealer and get meth.
Probably not.
It's like,
probably
buddy,
pointing
you
in the
got
right
the wrong
direction.
guy.
Right.
Do you think you could call your weed dealer, just ask him a question? Like, hey, man, look, I don't need weed, but if I were looking for meth, do you know anybody?
Yeah.
Like, if you didn't have anywhere to turn, is that where you would start?
No.
It's not?
No.
I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
I've never bought weed or anything, so I don't know.
They're really one-trick ponies.
Yeah.
You don't meet a lot of weed dealers that have, a lot of stuff. It's usually just weed. Anyway, be aware. Meth is out there. Okay. It's real. Meth Awareness Day. And then finally, Kim Kardashian and Kanye West have finalized their divorce. He's got to pay her $200,000 a month in child support. $200,000 a month in child support. Now, I'm assuming, how do they calculate that? Based on his income currently?
Based on income and necessity, yeah.
I mean, she's a billionaire. She's got more money than he does, I would imagine.
She does now. She certainly does have more money than he does.
I think she was a billionaire.
Yeah.
So, and I know he's lost some money because of the fallout of the Adidas and, other deals that he's had.
Yeah, he has to cover half of their security and educational needs. So they've split the security, they've split their educational costs. So he pays the $200,000 a month. And if their security would be another $100,000 a month for the kids, he has to pay half of that. And then if their private school were to run, $100,000 a year, he would have to pay half of that.
200 grand a month.
But their division of assets was already set in the prenup, so that part was easy. They were just essentially haggling over what he would have to do for child support.
Wow, that is pretty shocking.
Man, started dating in 2012, married in 2014, divorced in 2021, and now he's spending at least $200,000 a month.
I mean, that's crazy. Listen, it's not really a problem I'm ever going to have. I can't imagine myself at this age becoming a billionaire. But it does give me hesitation. And then a lot of people are talking about the drama with Apple right now because Apple has done something kind of crazy, if you believe the stories. But they're saying that Apple has disabled the AirDrop feature in China, on the iPhones in China, at the request of the Chinese government because of all of the protests. People were using AirDrop to communicate with other protesters, and the Chinese government said, we want to put an end to it. So Apple released an update for iPhones over there that disabled the feature and didn't mention it.
Ooh.
So like they are just like in the pocket of China. It sounds like based on this story. Now you got to do some digging and stuff like that. But that is a crazy move.
I had not heard that.
It's crazy. So
they're essentially aiding the Chinese government in shutting down protests, and the people are protesting their COVID policy and essentially protesting the oppressive government.
Right.
And Apple is assisting the Chinese government in doing that by shutting that down.
Yeah, an American company like assisting the Communist Party of China.
Doesn't look too good, America, Apple.
I mean, just hearing it doesn't sound great,
like,
does it?
What?
Yeah, so maybe, I know Tim Cook, the CEO, said, listen, business, trade is, a wonderful thing to keep the peace in the world. That's what we're about. We're a business. And, every place has different laws, different customs. And it's like, well, I don't know, man. This seems pretty shady. But you can go read the story. It's wild. But Apple is the top trending topic at the moment. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
Look, we've known for a long time that, especially with women, you don't have to be attractive for a lady to be attracted to someone. It's one of those rare, wonderful things about women. Really attractive women can be attracted to not good-looking men. I was rather floored last night at what I found out from my wife about the unattractive man that she finds really attractive.
I've got an idea.
Next.
Ace and TJ. Ace and TJ. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
A 26-year-old guy named Dakota Godfrey broke into his grandma's house the other day. And the way he broke in was by headbutting a window. I guess there were no rocks available for him to throw through a window, or he couldn't, kick a door in or whatever, so he just busted out a window with his head.
Oh.
He'd been living there for a while, but apparently she kicked him out because he kept doing the drugs. But headbutting a window to break into Mama's house seems like a person that would be on the drugs to me. She heard the window break and then went outside to see what happened. So her grandson, Dakota, threw her to the ground and yanked her back up by her shirt. She's 78. But luckily, she's okay, and she just had some bruises. But Dakota was high when all this went down, according to the report. And he ended up stealing her weed eater. But again, you don't know why, but guessing that he wanted to sell it to buy some drugs.
It's a crackhead move.
Yeah, because how much money can you get for a used weed eater?
And the cops caught him nearby when they saw him pushing the weed eater down the street in a baby stroller. So somewhere along the way, he grabbed a baby stroller because the weed eater must have been too heavy for him to run with. And he claimed his grandmother was the real aggressor, and she attacked him. Nobody believed that, and then he freaked out, and when they told him he was under arrest, he claimed he was suicidal, so they put him into to be checked out and all. And when they overheard him telling a nurse that he was just lying about that, then they took him on to regular jail.
Well, he's a genius all the way around.
Yeah. Didn't say, though, what kind of drug he may be wanting to buy. But if we assume something pretty cheap, like the crack.
Yeah, this is a crackhead.
Yeah. I don't know. How much does some H go for?
The big H?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hermes. No, the Heron, that's not expensive, is it?
I don't know. I truly don't know.
All right, but if you look at his well, I don't know. You look at his face. I was going to say he's got some scratches on his face, like he could be on meth,
yeah.
but it also could be from headbutting the window out of his grandmother's house.
Yeah.
He says she
attacked me.
Yeah, she attacked him.
Yeah, that was self-defense. I had to throw Mama down in self-defense. She would have killed me.
You know what's great though? I bet once Mama finds out what happened and finds out he was on drugs, she'd forgive that baby, and he'd just come on back and be a good part of the family again. She'd pretend like it never happened.
Well, I don't know, because she had already kicked him out for doing the drugs, I think is what she said. So She's probably glad that he's gonna be weed eating in hell.
Yeah, maybe.
He's not dead.
Well, one of these days he'll be weed eating in hell if they don't, if he doesn't get cleaned up. And jail may be the best place for him to get cleaned up.
I mean, you are a walking red flag. You see somebody pushing a weed eater in a baby stroller down the street, you're like, I'm pulling him. I gotta
looking like this guy.
Looking like this guy.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm pulling that guy over too.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
Okay, today's edition of Group Therapy is a little bit different. Why is today's edition of Group Therapy a little bit different? Because we already have the outcome. We already have the outcome of today's Group Therapy. Let's get to the situation. Guy was dating a girl for over a year. In November, she asked to borrow $1,000. Said she'd pay him back when she got her Christmas bonus. Well, in the meantime, they split up. She did get a Christmas bonus, and she still refuses to pay. She's a single mother. He says she has a habit of spending things to her friends and family, then cries victim about any situation. She's already told any audience she can get to listen to her that I'm such a dirtbag for asking her to repay her debt. Telling everyone he's taking food essentially out of the mouths of her children as a single mom. So his question is, am I being petty for demanding my money that she owes me? Well, there are two parts to that. Number one, overwhelmingly, people say, you're not being petty for demanding it. But number two, people say, you're not going to get it back, so just go on about your business.
Right. But if you can get on, what I was talking about is like going on Judge Judy or something. If you can get on one of those court shows like that, even if you go and you lose, they still pay the settlement part of it. That's what your payment is to go on the show. So if she owes you $1,000, but she wins, Judge Judy says that she's the winner, then you still get your money because the show pays it. That's what I've always heard. I know somebody that went on Judge Joe Brown, and that's the way it worked.
Here's the catch. The part we didn't tell you about today's Group Therapy. This guy sent us this a few weeks ago, and we just missed it. We didn't see it. He actually sent it to us back around the first of the year, and we just saw it in our Group Therapy stuff yesterday. And so we messaged him, and he said, yeah, absolutely, you can go ahead and talk about it, but here is what happened. He said, I tried asking nicely about it, but she flipped out and made it a huge fiasco. She ended up telling her friends and family that I was a lowlife for trying to take money out of her child's mouth and completely twisted things to make herself look like a victim. I reminded her by sending her the screenshots of her telling me she would pay me back with her Christmas bonus. Then she got even more enraged. Found out she was seeing someone else and used the money on them.
Stop.
Yeah, so she borrowed $1,000 from him and used that money on somebody else. He said, I just basically wrote it off. There was no winning the situation, so I just ghosted her to end the circus. It sucks because I really, really needed that money. But I have peace of mind that she's somebody else's problem.
But didn't he also come back and say that my idea was a great idea to trade $1,000 worth of use of her new boobs?
Yes, he said, hey, TJ, that was a great idea for repayment program.
Yeah. Of course it was.
But he said, no matter how hot she is, somebody's sick of her stuff.
Yeah,
that
but
fits perfectly in this scenario.
Right. You would have no emotional attachment at all. You would just say, hey, bring them over here. I want to use them.
Bring
I want
them
to use up
over here.
$20 worth of them when I get off work, if you can swing it. And the sad part about it is that Alexis was not doing her job, or we could have gotten him that information before he just decided to write it off. If she would have not let this slip through the cracks, and we could have found it before the problem was quote unquote solved, he could have worked out a trade deal with her and he would have been much happier. So thanks to you, Alexis, he didn't get to make a flesh trade.
I'm so sorry about that.
He's out $1,000 with nothing to hold in his hand to show for it.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
If you're watching the Ace and TJ Show on YouTube this morning, Alexis is here. You just can't really see her. So you're sick? How sick are you?
I don't know. I feel like I'm getting a cold or something, but I feel like cold's going around. Everybody's getting sick.
She's got a baseball cap on, if you're not watching, a baseball cap on with her hoodie pulled up over her baseball cap.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I got a pain in my chest and I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
So TJ's out today having his colonoscopy, but you can see, go to YouTube, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can watch the show live all the time now and see all the behind the scenes stuff as well. So go to YouTube, search for Ace and TJ. We do a podcast. I do a podcast on Tuesdays with a girl named Sarah. It's called Why I'm Single. And it started because Sarah did something interesting with her dating life. She's trying to figure out what was wrong with her dating life. And about a year ago, she put her dating life on a spreadsheet, treated it like a business, and then kind of went through her business model to see where she was lacking. And it's been a pretty interesting ride to see how her dating life has changed as she tried to improve over the course of the past year and a couple of months. But yesterday, when we were taping this week's edition of the Why I'm Single podcast, which you can find everywhere you listen to podcasts, we got into a discussion of guys who aren't necessarily attractive, but you can be really attracted to them. Pete Davidson being the example. And I was explaining to Sarah the clip of Pete Davidson and Emily Ratajkowski that's come out now after their first public appearance at the New York Knicks game the other night. They're seated courtside. She is seated to his left. He is clearly in the middle. He's got it going. You can, when you watch a couple communicate, you can see like he's feeling it at this point. He's being very funny. He's straight ahead, looking to his right, talking to her, and you can tell like he's just riffing, and she is laughing, and she has turned herself to face him, and she reaches out and touches his arm at one point. And she is dying laughing, and clearly he's crushing it. Yeah. His, scale of 1 to 10, his game is on 12 at that point. And a lot of people admit he's not an attractive guy, but there is something attractive about him. You find him to be an attractive person, right, Alexis?
Yeah, I do.
Physically, or more something about him? He's funny, the way he acts, something about his personality you find more attractive than his physical looks.
Right. Yeah, it's not his physical self.
That's one of the great things about women. Men are far more surface. You either are or you're not, in many cases. But women can look beyond that. Women are more likely to be attracted to someone, even knowing he's not an attractive guy, but I'm attracted to him. So I asked my wife last night. Now, she's 30. I'm a couple years older than her. And I said, is there somebody that you are very attracted to, but you admit not an attractive man? That fast, she goes, Billy Bob Thornton.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
He's
not attractive?
I don't think he's physically attractive.
Really?
She said there's something about, he has this,
He's a bad boy.
bad boy, don't care attitude. And this will probably be embarrassing for her, but she said that also leads her to believe he would be fantastic.
Yep.
Okay.
I love him in Bad Santa.
Yeah. And maybe that's where a lot of that comes from.
Yeah.
So on a hunch, I posted this on our Facebook page last night. They're not attractive, but I'm attracted. One of the top vote getters, Jack Black.
Ew, no.
Yeah. Right. And one lady even said, look, he's not in good shape. His hair's bad, but he also doesn't care that he's funny, he's musical, and he seems to be super accepting of himself, very confident.
Yeah, he's very charming, I would think.
Yeah.
But I don't think one that I think is Adam Sandler, especially in his latest movies. I've never thought he was cute, but lately I'm like, okay, Adam Sandler. Okay. I can get it. Okay.
And what is it that changed your mind about Adam Sandler?
I don't know what it is. I mean, I've always thought that he was okay. I think he's really funny. I think maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Well, funny is the common
Funny.
thing.
If you're funny, listen, girls are going to be all about you.
Like on our Facebook page last night, Brittany said, Seth Rogen for sure. Really? And his name, he's one of those, once one person put it up, it was like, absolutely, you got it. Seth Rogen, yes. And they say it's the same thing, totally relatable. He's just cool and he's funny. Seems like he'd be a good time.
Big weed guy.
But they admit, not at all interested in him physically, but they are very attracted to him and would go out with him.
I thought Chris Pratt was really cute when he was in Parks and Rec, and he didn't have that body he has now, but he was funny.
Yeah, that was the turnaround of the century.
Right, that was the biggest glow up ever.
So hit us up at the Ace TJ Show. Okay, but let's see if we can flip this too real quick. Riggins, is there a lady that you think is not attractive, but you are attracted to her?
No, because you men are shallow. I'm just kidding.
Well, no, I'm not even getting it. Do you have one? I'm not. I was like, you couldn't ask this question of guys because they'll just get ripped apart.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No.
It's much more difficult.
There isn't somebody that you can think of, though, maybe, that top of your head?
Off the top of my head, no, but if you give me a minute, I can come up with some. There's got to be, now that I think about it, there has to be some woman that I think, like, she's not the most attractive woman in the world, but something about her is very sexy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But off the top of my head, no.
I, too, am drawing a blank.
Yeah,
Look at you, man.
we got 3 guys in the room,
Y'all
and
suck.
we've yet to come up with one single answer for this. So. Yeah, it's one of those.
Either attractive or they're not attractive.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's one of the beautiful differences, though, between men and women.
So personality characteristic is never going to win you over past looks? Is that what you're saying?
You're making it sound way more shallow than it actually is, Alexis. So at the Ace TJ Show, they're not attractive, but I'm attracted. And be sure to tell us why. Because there is no way hilarity doesn't ensue with this. Coming up next.
Now you can hear and see the show anytime. Just click acetj.com or acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982. Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates it may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
I got to turn my microphone on here. I'm in radio, guys. One of the sponsors of the Week in Review, my little song that I do on Fridays, is our friends from Calitrin. You know, New Year's right around the corner. Everybody's making resolutions. A great way to kickstart your weight loss goals is with Calitrin. No drugs, no stimulants. It's America's #1 choice for safe and healthy weight loss. Plus, you get a lot of other benefits. Great sleep. You feel better. All you got to do is head over to acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin. Right now, they're doing a countdown to Christmas sale. So, acetj.com/weight loss. It's a great choice. Love Calitrin.
Yeah, why not start now? It's such an easy way to get started.
Absolutely.
Say you lost a couple of pounds, then, if you gain a couple of pounds back, you're even.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Then when the new year starts, boom, you're ready to jump all over it.
Slim, thin as a pin.
TJ is out today because he's having his colonoscopy. But before the show started, Alexis got here. She'd forgotten, and she said, TJ's not here. And I love the way Riggins referred to it. He goes, he's out. He's got that butt thing.
That butt thing. And I was like, oh, that's right.
That's not the medical term for it.
Well,
it's referred to as a colonoscopy. It's not referred to.
But is he wrong?
That butt thing.
You're not really worried about your colon. You're worried about how you get to the colon.
Right.
And there's one way, folks. There's only one way to get there.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's on your horizon. It's a ways off still, but
when do they start doing that?
When you're over 50.
Okay.
When you hit
still have a
50, you're
little
supposed
bit.
to have it done. You got a while.
Enjoy your butt now.
You don't get to enjoy it after you're 50.
Yeah, you get stuff in it.
Okay, all right. Clean it up. Before you get stuffed in it. That's charming.
Enjoy your butt now, Riggins.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the TikTok with the Peloton lady who's on the bike, and she's trying to tell everybody how to? It's gone viral where she's trying to tell everybody how to work this particular hill they're going up on the Peloton. She's like, you just load it all in the booty, and she gets tickled and starts laughing, and the class pretty much comes to an end. So it's technically called a colonoscopy. This is really probably an inappropriate conversation to be having on the radio.
Well, Alexis made it inappropriate.
I didn't make it inappropriate. That's like the medical way they do it.
What? Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know.
They go in the butt.
They go in the butt. What can I say?
Okay.
It's healthy for you.
It is. It's
Yeah, you guys are supposed to do that, right?
very important.
Cancer screening and stuff.
Yeah, they put a camera up there.
Exactly. So it's needed.
It's like the camera they use for Avatar. It's a big camera.
Yeah, James Cameron's directing it for TV today.
Yeah, you go in, you go to sleep, you wake up, it's over. You go home.
Yeah, you're not even awake when it happens.
Yeah.
It's not a big deal at all.
So you think you'd rather be awake?
I mean, listen, if somebody knocks you out and then puts something in your butt, something about that seems very suspicious.
Yeah.
On paper, that does not look good.
I don't like that.
Yeah. I want to be awake.
Right.
I want to play-by-play of what you're doing.
Exactly.
It's all in how you choose to describe it, I think, is the key. Yeah.
You're not knocking me out. I'm wide awake, baby. I'm not going to sleep.
How come women don't have to do that?
Well, you have
Don't we
different
have colons?
Well, but men don't have to have breast cancer screenings.
Well, because you guys don't have breasts,
No,
but
it's
we
just
have
different.
colons.
I know.
Men get breast cancer, though.
They do, but very low numbers compared to
I
females.
never really thought about that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well.
Okay, point being, TJ's going to be back tomorrow, I guess. That's what I was trying to make.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great. Y'all know what me and Jody does. We burn it down. We burn it down. I tell you what, I say next week we start with a theme on the drinks. So next week's gonna be Long Island iced tea theme. When we meet up in here, it's gonna be Long Island teas.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
By the way, I have a new nickname that came out of being at the Mighty Meeple the other day. Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Oh, God. You just ruined it forever. Knew I shouldn't have let you go over
I'm
there.
the dungeon master is who I am.
Ew.
What were you doing over there?
Filming a commercial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why? What do you know?
Because Alexis was unavailable and Rob can't stand up straight.
It's basically what
Yeah,
it was.
the time had to change. When the time changed, Alexis wasn't available to be there, and then technically Rob, it's like didn't want to put him through that.
Did you try to speak knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple?
Here's what I did.
Yeah.
Spoke knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple. My man Kyle was right there. He was, I had done some research.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my sister who likes Magic the Gathering, and she was able to give me a couple of phrases to use. And then Kyle was able to, as we talked about different things, he was like, hey, here's it's this, this, and this. Okay, got it. And make sure I was using the proper wording, so didn't try to do too much, did a nice job.
Has anybody seen the commercial yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure you did.
Todd hasn't finished putting it together. This was just Thursday night.
Just fake it till you make it, bud.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, from heretofore, I like to be known as Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Did you tell them that's your new name over there?
It's in one of the commercials.
Oh,
You use
great.
it in the commercial.
Awesome.
There we go.
I'm sure they'll love that.
Knew we'd eventually get there.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure they're going to love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I made Kyle laugh when I was there.
Kyle laughs at everything.
Well,
Wow.
Kidding. I'm kidding.
So, wow, that's amazing. Hilarious.
He's
No, I
like,
can't
"Whoa,
wait to see
funny."
this.
yeah, look forward to sharing that with everybody. So we filmed a couple of things. I don't know what's going to make the final cut.
Hopefully that doesn't.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, Alexis and Rob did the first commercial. That was good. They
Yeah.
did a good job with that.
Yeah, we done a few of them. It was fun.
Huh. Are you going to go play some of these games now that you've been over there and learned about
I
it?
thought I might roll up Saturday and see what's going on.
Really?
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
like
This
fun.
is eye-opening, isn't it?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
We've had a few minutes. I still have not been able to come up with a lady that I don't find that I'm attracted to, but I don't find her to be attractive. You know what I mean? Like, it's a difference between men and women. I don't think guys are good at that.
It's a shame.
Well, I think every guy would have to say at least at some point before they find a lady attractive, like at least she's thought of as being cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mr. Todd sent me a comment from our YouTube stream. Somebody said Riggins always says Martha Stewart. But I think Martha Stewart
she is attractive.
Yeah, I think most guys would go, no, for her, especially for her age, Martha Stewart's an attractive lady.
Yeah, maybe they just say that because of the age difference between you and her.
Yeah,
but
no, I find her very attractive.
So what we're talking about is they're not attractive, but I'm attracted. And it's mainly, it's all women answering. We got over 300 comments. Yeah. I think they're all female. Of men that they do not find attractive, yet they are attracted to these men. One lady said, Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
She was, I'm attracted.
Not Rick Ross.
Her name's Brianna. She said, I'm attracted to Rick Ross's voice. Something about that, and his songs that she goes, makes me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Rose.
I do like his voice.
Rose.
Will Ferrell's name has come up several times. And that's one that my wife mentioned last night. Billy Bob Thornton and Will Ferrell were the first two that popped into her mind.
Will Ferrell's one of my favorite actors, and I think he's so funny, but never would I say he's attractive.
David Spade.
Nope.
Zach Braff. Danny McBride.
Ew. Definitely no.
Eastbound and Down. I mean, he's been in so many things. What else has he been? Yeah.
Righteous Gemstone.
Riggins, doesn't your mom think that, what's his name, Mark Anthony is hot? And I think he's gross.
But I think a lot of women, though, think Mark Anthony's hot, physically attractive. I think so.
Are they looking at the same Mark Anthony I am?
My mom's got a thing for hot
the
Latino.
Latinos.
Yeah. Hannah said, I was in high school in the 90s. My high school crush, David Letterman. Loved the gray hair when I was 15 or 16. What?
That's weird.
Big gap in his teeth.
Okay, but let's take it a step further. Is there somebody you're not, that's not well known? Like Alexis, is there a guy you could think of right now that you see regularly? He works at a place that you frequent, a friend, somebody in your apartment complex that you would think of now that without the celebrity, you're like, there's something about that guy. I've met him, talked to him a couple of times. I'd be attracted to him, although he's not very good looking.
There's been a few like everyday people that I've thought that before. Yeah, for sure. Especially like when you start working around people and like I remember in restaurants, there's a lot of funny people that work in restaurants and you have a guy making you laugh every day. Guess what? He's starting to get kind of cute.
So have you ever ended up going out with a guy because he just over time kind of, not wore you down, that's the wrong expression, but he just kind of weaseled his way into your heart by being funny?
For sure, yeah. And definitely not cute.
But you went out with him even though he's not cute?
Yeah,
I like Riggins, have you had that happen where a lady weaseled her way into your heart and she wasn't cute and you went out with her?
I don't think so.
No, you have not.
It's like, nope, they're all hot.
Well, I'm not saying that, but I certainly found him very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't even know how that happens.
Yeah, over 300, probably now close to 400 comments.
Yeah, Dennis
All
Rodman
female.
is another one that I think is attractive, and he's horrendous looking.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I think he's attractive.
God, there's so many of these. Jody said, Post Malone. She goes, you got me. I have no idea why I'm so attracted to him. He's not even close in any way to my typical type.
Posty.
I think he'd be a good looking dude if he didn't have all them tattoos on his face.
Camille said, Kid Rock.
Oh, God.
My coworkers and I refer to him as trashy hot. He is, but I love him. He is smart as can be, and that is wonderful.
What?
That is
That is not an adjective. You often hear that.
He's smart.
I like
smart as can be.
Kid Rock is so smart.
That brain on that
And
man.
that's wonderful.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
It's been a big celebratory week for me because I made the announcement Monday that my wife is pregnant. But how quickly can you be brought down to size? How quickly can your joy be cut down by finding out what people really think of you? Pretty fast. Next.
Hear the Ace and TJ Show anytime at acetj.com. And now you can see the Ace and TJ Show. acetj.tv. How you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Yesterday, so many great comments. Thank you to everybody with your great comments about Breaking and Entering Christmas. It was a really special day yesterday. Our first Breaking and Entering Christmas of the year. And among one of the great things that we were able to do with Breaking and Entering Christmas this year, remember, a family of 4. They live in a camper. But we were able to do something fantastic thanks to our friends at Ride Rose. Coming up on December 23rd, a limo from Ride Rose, a big... I think it's a Strex Yukon or something. Mm-hmm. They're going to swing by the house, pick the family of 4 up, limo them to the Hyatt Centric South Park. They're going to have a great night out, a great meal, and then the next morning they're going to pick them up and take them back home. And the great thing was when we approached Ride Rose about it, they were like, we would love to do that. They jumped on it immediately, said, don't worry about it. We'll take care of everything. All we need is the address. And they're going to really do it up in style for them. And they're great. That's the kind of people they are. That's the kind of care they put into things. So if you need any transportation whatsoever, doesn't have to be a limo, whatever your needs may be, Ride Rose can handle it. From the smallest to the biggest party bus, doesn't make any difference. They can take care of you. And they do it with such great style and grace and personality because they're wonderful people. RideRose.com to get more details. RideRose.com.
You doing all right, Alexis?
Yeah.
You doing okay? She's very sick today. And she is going to let us know all morning long.
I will.
I mean, from making sure when you look at her, you know that she's sick, to constantly commenting on how sick she is. It's been an endless run of I'm Alexis and I'm sick today.
I am.
I'm feeling good. My dad is not good being sick. My mom said he's a big baby, and I believe it. But do you think that are you a good sick person?
I'm a medium sick person.
You're
like
medium.
I want to be taken care of, but I'm not gonna Like, I'm going to still get things done.
Right.
Obviously, I came to work.
You're so independent anyway. But
Wait, showing up for work for her is getting things done.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Part of the gig.
It's a lot of work.
But she did say, I don't have any comfort food. That's why I'm sick. Because I had mentioned TJ threw out a bunch of Thanksgiving leftovers yesterday because he said his family was over it. And I said, oh, you could have brought him in here. I would have loved to have taken him home. But then I told Alexis, yeah, he threw out some chicken and dumplings, and that would have been perfect when you've got a cold.
The best
on
thing
a rainy
ever.
day, some chicken and dumplings,
And
that might have fixed you up.
He
It would
coulda
still be
cured
good
me.
today, right? You could have
Yeah.
gone home and heated that up. It would have still been good, right?
Yeah, and he could have been part of my healing process.
Yeah, he's so selfish.
The most selfish man I've ever met. Most selfish.
So
He's the worst.
what are you gonna have today when you go home?
I'm gonna go get some chicken noodle soup somewhere, whether I make it or I find it or something, and then bed.
That'll make it all better.
Yup.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So if you check out our social media, we just posted this video. TJ is out today because he's getting a colonoscopy, but the man is still working. He just posted a video from in his hospital gown promoting his upcoming contest with Omaha Steaks. So here's the deal. On December 8th, he's going to do a special episode of Fend for Yourselves. That's his cooking show on acetj.tv. And on December 8th, he's going to give somebody a box from Omaha Steaks valued at $250. That's incredible. Like for the holidays, things like that, Omaha Steaks is awesome. So all you have to do is head over to acetj.com/Fend, give us your information, and then listen for your name on December 8th during his cooking show, Fend for Yourselves, on acetj.tv.
He really is. He's in his little, what do you call it?
His hospital
gown with his little face mask and everything, talking to the camera. A special message from TJ before he heads in for his colonoscopy.
He's so crazy.
The man doesn't stop working,
Yeah.
guys. He's hard working. So acetj.com/Fend to get signed up, maybe win that $250 Omaha Steaks box.
Dude, if you've never had Omaha Steaks, they're incredible.
It's awesome.
Yeah, we did this a couple of years ago with Omaha Steaks, and they sent us the box of stuff that you get, and it's overwhelming how much cool stuff is. It's great. So go check that out on our social media and go get signed up for that. Will Hoops get you hired? The next video from Ace TJ Media, our new media company, drops today. It depends on when you're listening to this, but if you're listening live right now, it drops at about 8:15, 8:10 Eastern this morning when we take a break. So look forward to that. 8:10 Eastern, 7:10 Central. And you can find it on our YouTube channel after that, but it's worth going to see because Will Hoops get you hired? TJ interviews Alexis as he's interviewing each one of us for a role in the new company that we have started. And it's very funny. So you can go see that today at acetj.com or any of our social medias. I'm sorry, you can go to YouTube, search for AceTJ TV, or see it on all of our social media. So Monday, I announced that my wife, Amanda, is pregnant. Now, for context, if you're new to the radio family, I get tired of talking about it since I met her now 5, almost 6 years ago, after my divorce. A big thing is made about our age difference, and it is considerable. She's 30. I'm not. I'm a little older. 24 years older.
Couple decades.
Yeah.
Counting.
So, but give you an example. The other night we went into a restaurant. There was a lady in there who was with a group of ladies that were celebrating a birthday. One of the ladies came over and they bought me a beer because they saw that I was having a beer, and she came over and introduced herself and said, "I'm not from here, but my friend would love to meet you. She's scared to come over. She's kind of freaking out. Would you come over and meet her? Because she said she loves your radio show." And I said, "That's a wonderful thing. I would love to. Thank you so much." And as I got up, she goes, you can bring your daughter." And I went, "It's not my daughter, it's my wife." She goes, oh. Sorry. So we posted this picture the other day. It's been all over our social media, and we've gotten thousands, and I mean literally thousands of people have taken the time to send a nice message or congratulations, and it's awesome, and it really warms my heart, and we both really appreciate it very much. But I sent her a notice the other day that said a guy on Twitter tagged me in a tweet when he saw the picture on Twitter, and his comment was, "Anybody else notice Ace's wife is smoking hot? How'd that happen?" I was like,
your guess is as good as ours.
Yeah, that's kind of a humble brag in a way, very flattering to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, you're kind of feeling good about all this stuff. Mm-hmm. And then I ran across this TikTok that popped up on my For You page yesterday. And this is Mia Khalifa.
Yeah.
Social media star.
I'm familiar with her.
Yeah, social media
She's
star.
done some other work as well. I think she's done some acting.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
She wasn't acting.
And here she is. And here she is on a podcast. Listen to this.
Any guy who goes after a girl significantly younger than them is severely lacking in their life. And I mean that confidence-wise. I mean, like, they are falling short in so many places.
Yikes.
Well, I was like, man.
Your For You page is attacking you.
Yeah. She's like, she goes on to talk about how it's predatory. Ultimately, it's predatory in nature.
Really?
It's like, man, that'll bring you right back down to down to size on that one.
Man, even the
Mia Khalifa has something to say.
I mean, golly.
Girl, what you?
She's like, "You're gross."
Yeah, right. It's like,
Is it worse, Riggins, to you because she has an adult acting background that she thinks I'm gross?
Is it worse? I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. That's shocking, though.
Because you think of all people, she might be less judgmental.
Yeah, right.
Yet.
Not at all.
Not at all.
You're severely lacking in what way? In confidence in what?
In every way.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's what she said, her words, in every way. Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Oh, a lot of geopolitical things happening this morning. We're going to skip all of that. We'll get right to the fun stuff in Now Trending coming up next.
Get more Ace and TJ than ever before.
Wait a minute.
At acetj.com or acetj.tv, you can hear and see the Ace and TJ Show anytime you want. More Ace and TJ is coming up. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982, Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates it may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, boom. A couple of minutes away from the hottest trending topics in the world. It's now trending, sponsored by the Johnson Group. Whatever your commercial cleaning needs may be, they can be met by the Johnson Group. That's all the Johnson Group does, commercial cleaning since 2004, and they take care of over 15 million square feet of office and medical building space every single month. Go to acetj.com/clean to find out more about the Johnson Group. It's acetj.com/clean. So a little over an hour from now, the next interview drops for Ace TJ Media. Ace TJ Media is our new agency that we have started. That's the real deal. That's legit. If you have any advertising needs whatsoever, we can do everything for you, from placing your buys to producing the commercials, producing radio, video, whatever it may be. It's a new venture that we're involved in, but we've announced it by having TJ interview every show member, releasing one a week. Today, we find out if hoops will get you hired. Alexis goes to a job interview with the biggest set of hoops you've ever seen in your life.
Oh, are they big?
Yeah, they're huge. They're huge, but it's really funny. So that's going to be on our YouTube page coming up a little over an hour from now. If you go to YouTube, just search for Ace TJ TV. Not only can you see that, but you can see the show live every day on YouTube. Today in history is a very special day because there are few days that change the world in some form or fashion. The world of music, the world of dance, the world of video, the world of pop culture, all changed starting on this day 40 years ago today, 1982. Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller.
It was his sixth album?
Yeah, if you count the Jackson 5 and all that.
Oh.
It is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music. It's not the biggest selling album in American history. It sold 33 million copies in America, which is staggering. But it sold over 66 million copies around the world. And there are some estimates that say, if you count bootlegs and all that, somewhere around 100 million copies have been sold, which seems astronomical. But it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having sold 66 million copies around the world.
Is Billie Jean on that one?
Yeah.
Billie Jean.
That was the first single.
Thriller.
Billie Jean, Beat It.
Beat It.
Thriller.
All the good ones.
Yeah. Want to be starting something. I mean, it's just start to finish. It's fantastic.
Man in the Mirror?
No.
Oh.
Man in the Mirror came in the last.
What about Man in the Mirror? Is that on there?
What about Black and White? Is that what on there? No.
Got Man on the Mirror on it?
Alexis picks the one that's not on there.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
It's like I've always said, you've got to make up your mind to make the day a great day. Haven't I always said that?
Ooh. No, you definitely always.
You've got to be positive. You got to feel good about life. Feel good about yourself. That would help you feel better today, Alexis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not working for you. The motivational speaker A's. I don't like it.
He's not a good.
I prefer the other A's.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm more comfortable with that guy.
Regular old Ace who feels like he's fighting the world. Is that it?
I like him. He I can relate to.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see what's trending then. Okay. Never mind.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
All right, so one of the top trending topics, USA. Love to see that trending because of the World Cup match yesterday. USA, Iran. Iran? Am I saying that?
Iran. You keep saying Iran.
Iran.
Because they pointed that
Iraq.
out. They pointed that out at a press conference.
Oh, it's Iran.
An Iran reporter went after an American and said, you know, one of the first things you disrespect us with the way you pronounce our country. And he was like, and the guy was, he handled it so gracefully. He goes, my apologies. I just wasn't aware of how you're. My apologies. I will say Iran from now. I'm like, I didn't know. Sorry.
I'll say it however I want. How about that?
Yeah, I love it. Check out the excitement of this yesterday. This is
U.S. players are gassed. Iranians are up. It comes into the box again. An Iranian player looking for a penalty. And the game is over. Woo. Exhale, America. The United States of America won. Iran nil.
It was pretty tense there at the end of the game. Pretty tense.
Yeah, Iran was just attacking because they had to win to advance. And America had to win to advance, so it worked out, great. So America moves on. They play Saturday against the Netherlands in the round of 16.
They're probably awesome at soccer in the Netherlands.
Who, the Netherlands?
I just have a feeling.
They're the number one rated team in their group.
Yeah. And slightly, I don't know, you might find this just as important. Right below USA is Mario. That's because the new trailer for the Super Mario Brothers, the trailer for the new Super Mario Brothers movie was released yesterday. Chris Pratt voicing the titular character. Mario. Rob, did you see this yesterday?
Yeah, I don't like him as Mario, but everybody else is great.
Okay, wait.
You heard it here first.
Let me give you a little taste of it here. Here we go.
Not sure if you know who I am, but I'm about to rule the world.
Bowser is coming. Together, we are going to stop that monster.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
They're all counting on us.
I mean, they make it sound like it's an action movie or something.
That first person was supposed to be Mario?
No, the first person talking was Bowser.
Okay, I was about to say.
And it's voiced by Jack Black.
Yeah.
It's actually Bowser?
It's actually Bowser.
A star-studded cast, though.
I'm just
By Jack Black.
But this is a must-see movie for you?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Love that. And then right below that, you'll see Casey Anthony trending. A couple days ago, I told you, maybe a couple weeks ago, I told you there's a new docuseries on Hulu. The first sit-down interview with Casey Anthony, the woman who was accused and then acquitted, being accused of killing her young daughter. And there's, I believe it's a 3-part docuseries on Hulu that was released yesterday. It's Hulu, right?
Yeah,
There's a
no,
Paramount
it's
Plus.
Peacock.
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 So Casey Anthony is trending. A lot of people are unhappy with the fact that this woman is even being given a platform, but she was acquitted.
I got home yesterday, and Amanda had clients throughout the morning, and then about 1 it ended, and then she had a class to teach at 6 last night. She's a personal trainer, if that makes any sense, just so it all makes sense to people. And she is under a blanket, and she has a bowl of snacks and a big glass of water. And Casey Anthony is on, and she is locked into this thing. And every TikTok that she looked at after that was about Casey Anthony. Just could not be more involved in this.
Yeah, I am curious to see it and what she has to say, because I believe she blames her dad, doesn't
Yeah,
she?
she says that the dad was like abusing them or something like that. Something crazy.
Yeah. So who knows? Casey Anthony is trending this morning. It's a wild day, but those are a few things that are now trending.
A lot of times it's the smallest little thing that can turn your day around. Riggins, what makes you feel like a baddie?
Ooh.
Yeah. What makes you feel like a baddie? And wait, one other thing that I have to share with y'all. Alexis and my wife have come up with the way that they're both going to get rich together.
Yeah. Okay.
I was witness to this the other day. It is hilarious. Next.
The Ace and TJ Show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982, Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates this may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Got to turn my mic on again. Yeah. ACJ 5G brought to you by O'Connor Insurance Associates. They're awesome. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. And with the rising cost of insurance, they are dedicated to helping you, your family, or your business find the perfect insurance for your money. Learn more, acetj.com/O'Connor. They're awesome.
A new survey found that on average, people spend 34 hours of their lives untangling holiday lights.
How?
34 hours over the course of your entire life. Okay. So what they do is they figure out, if you however long you spend, like on average every year, just multiply that by the
34 hours
total number of years that you live.
Yikes.
Or whatever. Did you have, the reason I brought this up though is that we just got our lights out the other day, and I've got to go buy, we haven't put our outside lights up yet because I have to go buy a couple of extra strands because there are lights out, that kind of stuff. You always have that every year for whatever reason. But when you were growing up, Riggins, were there a lot of decorations in your house for Christmas? Was it a big thing like when your dad went to get the decorations down and all that kind of stuff? Did he put up outside lights and all that kind of stuff?
My dad goes up in the attic, we stand at the bottom, and he passes the boxes down, bring them inside for my mom to decorate. She did all the decorating inside. But yeah, it was a big to-do. Tomorrow, we're doing Christmas decorations. And that just meant we had to stand in the garage and help my dad take the boxes down.
And it was a very smooth process. He just handed the boxes down, took them inside, and then were there outside lights? Were there lights to be untangled and all that, or Mom handled everything?
Yeah, no, he helped put the wreaths outside and hung up those, remember those icicle lights that hang from the awning?
Right.
That people used to have? I think people still do, but yeah, that was his job, to get up on a ladder. And then he broke his wrist one year doing that.
He fell?
Yeah, he fell off the ladder and came in holding his hand. It was so gross. But yeah, it was like a big thing.
Did y'all do anything, Rob, when you were growing up? Take it, Rob. Did y'all have outside decorations and everything?
Not really outside. We just did a tree. That was about it.
And did the entire family help decorate the tree, or was it something just your mom did?
Well, when I was a kid, my siblings were significantly older than me, so not really.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of just me and my mom and my dad.
I know, and Alexis grew up Jehovah's Witness. You never had a tree. You have your first real tree this year.
I'm going to get a tree this year, yeah.
But yeah, it was, hey, tonight we're decorating the tree. Kind of thing. And you knew to be aware that tonight we're going to be decorating the tree.
Do you put ribbons around your tree? I always feel like people that put ribbons around their tree are doing it right. Like
all the way around? No, we never put ribbons.
It looks perfect.
Yeah, no, we just did lights. We always
lights.
did lights, and then all our decorations were always more personal, like stuff we'd made in school, and we bought for a specific reason, that kind of stuff.
And an angel on top.
Ornaments, yeah, angel on top, yeah.
You have an angel on top too, Riggins?
I don't.
What do you have on top of your tree now?
Nothing.
Nothing?
What about getting a star? I've never had. Yeah. We had it growing up, but I haven't put one on my tree.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out. The Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
It's the 7 a.m. hour. Thanks for spending your morning with us, and thanks for watching while you drink your coffee. This is the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
It's genius, I think, this idea that Alexis and my wife have come up with for how they're going to make a lot of money. Alexis was at my house. What's today? What is it, Monday? Monday. And Alexis and my wife, Amanda, were wrapping the gifts for Breaking and Entering Christmas yesterday. And thank you to everybody who sent such wonderful comments about Breaking and Entering Christmas. If you missed it, we helped a family of 4 who has no idea what has happened to them. They don't know where the assistance came from because we were in and out. That's how Breaking and Entering Christmas works. But they live in a camper. They've lost everything. They now live in a camper. So make a note, 1 week from today is the next installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. Is it today?
Wednesday? Yeah.
The 8th? Right. Okay. So 1 week from today, that's going to happen.
The 8th is a Thursday.
A Thursday.
Okay.
That's
So
right.
1 week from tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Oh,
will be the next installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. But while wrapping gifts, and it's just a little short kind of a sidebar, Alexis and Amanda get into discussing unsolved mysteries, podcasts they love with unsolved mysteries and, murder podcasts, whatever. Amanda talks about Casey Anthony and how she's totally wrapped up into this. And I mentioned a minute ago that she's been into that YouTube or that documentary for the past couple of days. But Alexis said, what we should do is just start a podcast and just solve these mysteries. We'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, like cold case mysteries. Just pick a cold case and we'll just solve it.
Oh.
Have you solved a cold case before?
No, but I haven't tried to.
Well, maybe you should.
Yeah.
Rob.
Maybe you should try that before you do a podcast about.
I was just blown away by that. We should just start solving these.
Yeah.
It's like, just do it.
I'm glad somebody thought about it.
The FBI hasn't been able to, the state police, all that, but we'll just start. You two will just start solving them.
Yeah. Well, you know what they say about fresh eyes on a case. You want fresh eyes on a case.
You know what?
That's
You're
what
not
they
wrong.
say.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
So.
That's what they
and
say
Amanda,
about fresh eyes on a case.
She also watches and reads and listens to all true crime. I do as well. So I just feel like we have a different perspective we can bring to the table.
Yeah, you're the only ones that do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to get on that soon and they'll get rich.
Well, where does the getting rich part? I don't get that.
So
if they solve the cases,
Right.
a lot of people will listen to their podcasts or how they solve the cases.
We'll go viral. And then people hire us to solve other cases.
Oh, like the Hardy Boys or
Yeah, like Scooby-Doo and the gang.
like Scooby-Doo. Yeah.
Right, we'd finally find out what happened to Mara Murray and all that kind of stuff.
So
it's a very particular case, Riggins. If you don't know, it's it's very important. Unsolved case.
Well, that's the one that Amanda always talks about. Yeah. She says that if she went up to God, there would be a few questions, and one of the questions would be, "What happened in that
God
case?"
gives her 5 questions. So one of them is going to be, "What happened to Mara Murray?"
Yeah.
So there is a kind of an interesting tidbit. Walking in a winter wonderland can boost body confidence. They did this international study and found that with women, these researchers sent 87 women out into a snowy woodland. Participants had an average age of 24. They went outside, 40 minutes. They walked through a snowy winter wonderland. They asked them some questions before, they asked them some questions afterward, and the bottom line is they came back feeling better about not just themselves as, oh, I feel much better after being outside. They felt better about their own bodies after being outside. Walking in a winter wonderland boosts body confidence.
Really?
They completed measures connected to nature and self-compassion, and just that small amount of time in a natural environment that was beautiful. They said restricted negative appearance-related thoughts and shifted attention away from your negative thoughts of your body and more toward positive feelings. Just being outside, walking amongst nature, and it was a beautiful winter wonderland.
Yeah.
Even my snow angel is fat.
Look at my snow angel.
Mine's
Okay, but everybody that listens to the Ace and TJ show, you don't have a chance to walk in a winter wonderland.
Yeah.
Right now. I mean, you walk in the woods, you can walk around your neighborhood, but it may not look like a winter wonderland. But there has got to be something that makes you feel good about yourself. What is it? What is it? What little thing makes you feel like a bad bee? Ooh. What makes you feel like a baddie? If you had to pick one thing, Alexis, that you can go, is it walking out of Target? You got a couple of bags and an iced coffee. You just feel like can't be touched today. Yeah, that ice is jingling in that cup while you're walking out. You're shaking it up a little bit. Yeah,
just moving it a little bit. Can't tell me nothing, honey.
Exactly.
Or leaving the nail salon. That was me yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I had 3 nails missing and I did not feel like a baddie at all. But after I left, back to being a baddie.
And she lets it all hang out when she's feeling herself. Like, get out of the way.
Yep.
So walking into the nail salon, you're like, I just got to get in and get these nails done. And but on the way out,
whole different person. Yeah. Whole different person. I have the pedicure little sandals on, so my toes are done, my hands are done. Ooh.
Get out of the way.
Get out. Alexis is back, honey. I don't got time for y'all.
I love that. It could be a specific song. What is it? It's the one little thing, the one little moment, something you do, something you hear, whatever it is. In that moment, makes you feel like a bad bee. At the Ace TJ Show, any of our social media, what makes you feel like a baddie? That one little thing. We'll get to them next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you're listening on the Ace and TJ app, a huge thank you to Papa John's for sponsoring the app. You can get that new Shaq-a-Roni pizza right now. Extra large, extra cheese, extra pepperoni. Extra delicious is what I say. The Shaq-a-Roni pizza is available now. But also go try the new Papa pairings. If you get two of your favorite items, it costs you just $6.99 a piece. So you do a little pizza, maybe some wings, maybe a 10-inch cheese sticks, which were so good, thin, covered in cheese. Dip them in the marinara or that special garlic sauce. Just $6.99 a piece. Actually, my mouth was watering. That's what you just heard. I was wiping the corners of my mouth. Garlic knots. You can do a papadilla. The meatball and pepperoni papadilla sounds like a perfect deal to me. So all you got to do is head over to papajohns.com, or in the Ace and TJ app, you can order Papa John's right from within the app. So papajohns.com.
We did Papa John's a couple of weeks ago. And
so good.
And every time I think the same thing. Just once, I should just order like cheese sticks and garlic knots.
Yeah.
Like, let's just triple up on those.
Yeah.
For a ball game or something, and get that garlic sauce out and just
game changer.
I know it is.
I love crazy. A good dipping sauce.
BuzzFeed recently did a Never Have I Ever poll on their website. Tens of thousands of people voted. Some interesting stuff came out. Specifically, when asked about their underwear, 40% of people claim they have never worn the same underwear multiple days in a row. And a lot of people said they were lying.
They lying.
You've worn the same underwear several days in a row?
Not several, but like overnight, so at least 2 days.
Yeah, no, that doesn't count.
That
you
doesn't
gotta
count.
take them off, like shower and put them back on.
Oh, put them back on.
And that's probably...
Or like maybe you don't shower, you just wear the same clothes 2 days in a row.
Yeah. You took them off, I got a feeling, at some point, and put them back on. Yeah, I can't remember a specific incident, but I'm sure it's happened.
Yeah. Am I... yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you hook
in my
up.
party day, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hang on, what now?
In my party days, I'm sure that happened.
They do panties.
Meaning you would end up at somebody else's place and you're
And
kind
you
of
just stay there, yeah.
Yeah.
And you gotta take a shower. Well, what else you gonna put on?
the same clothes you had on already.
Yup.
Got to put the same panties back on.
That's why you gotta pack a spending night bag. Have it in your car all the time.
Yeah, you have one in your trunk right now, don't you?
No, I don't.
Are you sure?
I promise.
Well, you may not have a bag, but you have enough stuff in the trunk of your car, Alexis.
Oh, that for sure.
Yeah,
I'll find an outfit.
You easily have a full change of clothes in your car.
Yeah.
Is there underwear in the trunk of your car right now?
Not underwear, no.
Really?
Bathing suit bottoms, yes.
Okay, so that would work.
Yeah.
You ain't got emergency panties in there. I think that was the thing. Didn't we ask people one time, like, they got panties in their car?
Yeah.
A lot of
women, lots of women said, yeah, they're just in case of an emergency or something that they keep them in their car, usually in the glove box.
But you got a swim bottoms. I mean, what are you expecting to break out? Like a little dip in the fountain or something?
But it was the same thing. We've done it before during the summer. There are a lot of women that keep a bikini in the car somewhere or keep a swimsuit just in case, like, you know. Go to somebody's house, they have a pool. Oh, I've got one right in the car.
Yeah. I used to keep like a going out outfit in my car when I used to go out all the time because I would leave the restaurant that I was working at and I'm like, oh, I already have heels and a whole outfit in my trunk. I'm ready to go.
And just change the restaurant on your way out?
Change in the car outside of the club.
Why would you not change in the restaurant?
I don't know. I didn't want them to be in my business.
So you would do the full change in the car outside the club?
Yeah, be ready to go. All right, let's party.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
She wants to remain anonymous. She said, my neighbor was given a paper by the cops several years ago that they may possibly search her property for the previous owner's daughter who went missing in the 80s. And now she's worried that the body is under her in-ground pool, which was put in about that time.
Oh, wow.
So there could be a body under the pool, and the police have informed her that, hey, we are possibly going to be investigating your property.
And maybe exhuming the body and tearing up your pool.
Can you imagine?
To tear up your pool, you got to tear out part of the backyard, and that would be...
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, what if they find a body has been under your pool the entire time?
For decades. Wouldn't that be shocking? Is that a good place to put a body?
Yeah.
It's
you put the
Great. Yep.
Yeah.
So if someone ever does randomly is putting cement out one day, should be very suspicious.
That's what they did on Ozark.
Yep.
Or to dispose of a body in a construction site, you know, where they're building high rises or something. You see that on TV all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
TJ and Alexis immediately went, yes, that's a perfect place for a body. They've been watching some true crime.
But man, you talk about just a stake through the heart. You got to tear up my pool.
I know.
During summertime.
That's what I'm saying. If they come to you and say, we're going to tear your pool, go, hang on. Can you give me 6 weeks? Like, let me get through summer.
Right.
Come back in October and tear the pool
Because
up if you need to.
who would pay for replacing it? And
I don't know. Does your insurance cover that?
I don't know.
That would be interesting to find out. You would have no problem just getting baked in the sun, like getting bronze, knowing that there's possibly a body under it?
No,
it's
not at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
No.
Okay.
No.
You'd be like, what?
Hey.
I could put a lounge chair in a cemetery and just...
Yeah. I go take walks through cemeteries.
Put a tanner bed in the morgue. I don't care.
Wow.
So, no, Rick, it wouldn't bother TJ.
The average human, and this is one of my favorite words, especially in the category of verb, one of my favorite words, the average human excretes. Doesn't that just create a reaction out of everybody? You don't even know what the next line's going to be, but just the term excretes.
Because it makes me think of the word ooh, like ooze. Yeah.
So the average human excretes 6,500 gallons of mucus in a lifetime.
Ew.
Oh. So you see, it wasn't nasty.
Right.
That's so gross.
6,500 gallons?
Yeah. That's what this is.
Oh, can you imagine actually seeing that visually? Like,
What does
That can't be.
What does that come as a snot? Is that?
I guess.
There's no way.
Or coughing it up or whatever.
But again,
it can't
you're
be
talking
65.
about over a lifetime.
But 6,500 gallons? I mean, that can't be true.
I don't like that.
That sounds about right to me. I got boogers.
That's so gross.
That's so disgusting. Ew.
We had a kid in class in elementary school that always had a lot of boogers. He was just a booger kid.
Like, you're such a boogerhead.
But that's not the same as mucus.
Mucus is more like liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
Stringy.
I think. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
we don't know what mucus is. I think everybody listening is an adult right now, and they know what mucus is.
Okay, so you can say excreting, but I can't say stringy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because what I said was a scientific way of saying it.
Oh.
You're just being gross.
Yeah.
Or painting a picture.
As usual.
You know,
just got to take it down a level.
Clearly, TJ, she's been checking out Vince Scully this morning.
I did, exactly. I'm inspired.
That's what she's learned, how to paint a picture on the radio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Glad you learned something before you spend your day learning how to grow fungus.
She's popping a pimple on her leg right now. That's so gross.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
What is a little thing in life that makes you feel like a baddie? Like Holland, who says, I cleaned my whole house and fully got ready while taking care of my baby. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yep. Another Amanda here said, my freshly dyed eyebrows.
Wow.
It's the little thing. One of the examples that we use, the little thing that makes you feel like you're a bad bee all of a sudden. Like we were talking about with Alexis. You go through Target, you got a couple of bags, and you got that iced coffee as you're going out, and that ice is swishing around. You're like, mm-hmm. Or I think the best example was Alexis getting her nails done yesterday.
Yeah, and tomorrow I'm getting my eyelashes done.
What?
Then I'm like 100% back, baby.
Yeah, that's the dangerous one.
Yeah, the dangerous one is the lashes.
Stephanie said, when my husband plays Miss Independent by Neo, it's old school, but that's one reason he was attracted to me, because I had my own thing, taking care of me, not needing a man to do it. Me taking care of me, not needing a man to do it. Mm-hmm.
Boop.
All right.
That's all we do, baby. Independent.
And Tiffany said, when I have all my laundry washed, dried, folded, and put away all in the same day.
I wish
all
I was
in the
that
same
person.
day being the key there.
That's awesome. Like, I wish I could be that person.
Okay. That's one of the things I wanted to get to, because when you live alone, it's different than when you live with someone. Are you a leave it in the dryer and just pull stuff out of the dryer individually?
100%.
I know Riggins has said before he's that guy because he lives on. You're not?
No.
Oh, I thought you've said before you'll just take stuff out of the dryer.
No.
You take it right out and fold it?
Yeah, because then
put it away.
Wrinkled.
That's why I dry it again to unwrinkle it. That's the way I iron it.
Okay. How long have you ever left an entire load of clothes in the dryer and just gone back and picked out piece by piece or whatever until eventually there's nothing left and then you had to wash clothes again?
Not to where there's nothing left, but definitely like 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yep.
One load of clothes is set in the dryer and you just go back and like, I need a shirt.
Yep.
Let me go see what's in the dryer. And never folded it.
Nope. And if it's wrinkly, I'll just throw some water on it and put it back in the dryer. That's how I do it.
Throw some water on it.
That's how I do. And when I went back home to Boston, my cousin's girlfriend was mad because she's like, because of this little tip that you told your cousin about just putting things in the dryer, now that's all he does. He doesn't use an iron anymore.
Yeah. He just throws water on it, put it in the dryer?
I iron with my dryer.
I iron with my dryer. It's free. 3 in 1.
Rob, do you do the washing? Does Meredith do it? Combo? What have you got at your house?
We do our own.
So you
I
each
do mine.
your own?
Yeah.
Okay.
You got 2 hampers?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay. Do you fold things and put them away, or do you leave them in the dryer? Riggins, why'd you look at me like that?
No, let him answer.
I leave them in the dryer until she needs to use the dryer, usually.
Okay. So then when she needs to use the dryer, does she take them out, or does she tell you to take the clothes out?
She asked me to go get them.
And you do?
Yeah.
And what do you do with them then?
They stay in a clothes basket until I decide to either put them up, which is rarely, or wear them.
Do you fold them, or you just throw them in the clothes basket and say, oh, that's my clean clothes basket over there, and I'll pick through it and find something I need to wear?
T-shirts, if I put them up, I hang them up. But if I don't, they just sit in the basket with everything else.
What's the percentage of time, Rob, that you put the T-shirts on hangers, and the percentage compared to when you leave it in the basket?
It'd be single digits.
Yeah. So like 7% of the time you hang them up.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I hang them up more than that. Like if I'm doing laundry on the weekends and I have nothing to do, then I will follow through from beginning to end.
But finishing the laundry properly is dependent upon whether or not you have something else to do.
Yeah, because if I get bored, if I'm waiting doing so much laundry, it's boring. All right, I'm over it. Next.
Something else to do, though, could be watching TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Rob, what, just one basket full of clean clothes or more than one?
Probably just one.
Okay.
Love that.
A basket full of clean clothes just sitting there to be picked through to find something to wear.
Because you got to pick through it every time, right?
Yeah, pretty much. The shirt I'm wearing today came out of the dryer.
Okay. Are underwear and socks mixed in with the t-shirts?
Yeah, I wash everything in one load. Why would I separate them?
Yeah.
Why would I separate them?
Well, right. And did we expect anything? That's exactly how I would expect you to do laundry, Rob. Whatever that means, I don't know. That wasn't meant to be as much of a slide
to think
as it
that I
sounded
would
like.
separate them.
Right. Just put up whites, darks, everything all goes in pretty much on the same.
I don't have very many white things, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
Do you just cold water wash everything?
Yes, cold water wash.
So it can all go in there, cold water wash, throw it in the dryer. Everything goes in the dryer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, what wouldn't go in the dryer?
Right. Why would something not go in the dryer?
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
By the way, I have a new nickname that came out of being at the Mighty Meeple the other day. Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Oh, God. You just ruined it forever. Knew I shouldn't have let you go over there.
I'm the dungeon master is who I am.
Ew.
What were you doing over there?
Filming a commercial.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Why? What do you know?
Because Alexis was unavailable and Rob can't stand up straight.
It's basically what
Yeah,
it was.
the time had to change. When the time changed, Alexis wasn't available to be there, and then technically Rob, it's like didn't want to put him through that.
Did you try to speak knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple?
Here's what I did.
Yeah.
Spoke knowledgeably about the Mighty Meeple. My man Kyle was right there. He was, I had done some research.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to my sister who likes Magic the Gathering, and she was able to give me a couple of phrases to use. And then Kyle was able to, as we talked about different things, he was like, hey, here's it's this, this, and this. Okay, got it. And make sure I was using the proper wording, so didn't try to do too much, did a nice job.
Has anybody seen the commercial yet?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm sure you did.
Todd hasn't finished putting it together.
Yeah.
This was just Thursday night.
Just fake it till you make it, bud.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, from heretofore, I like to be known as Dungeon Daddy Ace.
Did you tell them that's your new name over there?
It's in one of the commercials.
Oh,
Use
great.
it in the commercial.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There we go.
I'm sure they'll love that.
Knew we'd eventually get there.
Yeah, well.
I'm sure they're going to love it.
Yeah. I made Kyle laugh when I was there.
Kyle laughs at everything.
Well,
wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's like, wow, that's amazing. Hilarious.
He's
No,
like,
I can't
"Whoa,
wait to see
funny."
this.
yeah, look forward to sharing that with everybody. So we filmed a couple of things. I don't know what's going to make the final cut.
Hopefully that doesn't.
Yeah, I've seen. Well, Alexis and Rob did the first commercial. That was good. They did a good job with that.
Yeah, we done a few of them. It was fun.
Huh. Are you going to go play some of these games now that you've been over there and learned about it?
I thought I might roll up Saturday and see what's going on.
Really?
Nice.
Wow. Okay. Wow,
like fun.
This is eye-opening, isn't it?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at BradhamBrothers.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Okay, so but you hear that expression all the time. If these walls could talk, well, what if they could?
Let me tell you,
Whoa.
my walls are having a good time. They're lit.
Yeah, they are lit. Lit walls.
What would your walls say if they could talk?
Ace's walls would say, "Fix me."
Ouch.
They're all in pretty good shape. Thank you.
Ouch.
That's a good.
Stop throwing phones at me.
What did I do to you?
Ouch is pretty good. Ouch.
That is good. I'll give y'all credit.
That was pretty funny.
Appreciate it.
Probably ouch.
You put a couple holes in walls. The next thing you know, that's your reputation, I guess.
I don't need a stapler.
But
You
seriously,
know them walls tense up.
he's having a bad day. I hope he goes to the
It's beautiful outside.
Exactly. Why don't you go take a walk? Oh, man.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us.
Depending upon when you're listening, something awesome is about to happen. if you're listening later to the podcast of the Ace and TJ show, it's already happened, but you can go see it either way. In a couple of minutes, about 20 minutes from now, the latest Ace TJ Media interview. TJ interviews Alexis for a job in our new company. Will hoops get you hired? What's Alexis's favorite book? What languages does she speak? And so much more. It's very funny, so you can go check it out. It's the latest Ace TJ Media interview. It'll be on our YouTube channel and all of our social media. If you go to YouTube, just search for Ace and TJ and like and subscribe. And you can actually watch the show there now. And thank you, Luis. Luis? Is that correct, Alexis?
Luis?
Yeah, Luis would be pronounced Luis.
Luis, yeah.
Luis?
Luis.
Who said, I'm digging that flannel. I'm going to have a flannel shirt
Oh, you do
on
got
today.
a cool flannel on.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you. My wife gets credit for buying this for me. And Britt said when she details her car inside and out, she's a full-on baddie at that point.
Ooh. She does it herself? God bless her. Love that.
Maybe she does. I don't know. I'm guilty of having to stop myself from going, no. Just because it seems like women don't seem to normally detail their cars themselves. Right. I'm sure somebody does. I'm just playing the percentages there.
I love cleaning my own car.
Alexis.
I promise you. I haven't done it in a while. But I love cleaning my own car.
Alexis, how long have you worked on the show?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
And in those 2 years, there has been maybe what? 1 full week that you haven't had a ton of stuff in your car.
That's a lie. I feel like maybe like 4 weeks total.
One day she's rolled up to work. She had a cat in her car. Yeah. It was like a whole cat.
That's true. She left her cat outside in her car.
When we left, I was like, there's no way there's a cat in there.
Have you ever gone through your car, cleaning it out, and found something, and be honest, and thought, oh, man, that's bad. That's been here a long time.
Yeah, when I cleaned out my trunk somewhat, I found snacks that probably had been in there for a few years. That was horrible, like old graham cracker teddy bears.
On Monday, she left. She was like, "I'll be right back," and she came in with a half a bag of Doritos.
I did.
So where was that? And she goes, in the car.
It was in my snack storage.
Yeah. Because if you've never heard this before, Alexis hides snacks in different spots in her car in case she's ever stranded, so she'll have snacks. She hides them so she forgets where they are. Then she remembers she has them, so she goes back and searches through her car to find them.
Yeah.
And you had a half a bag of Doritos that you brought back in?
Mm-hmm.
Rob, have you ever found anything, Teddy Rob, you ever found anything in your car that later, I don't know how messy your car is. Is it messy, Rob?
Yeah, mostly right now it's messy because it's hard for me to clean it out, but I haven't been able to clean it in a long time. But yeah, I've for sure found stuff that I didn't realize was still there.
For example?
Right now I know there is a inflatable mattress in there from when we cleaned out the office about a year ago.
Okay. I didn't know we had an inflatable mattress.
I have an inflatable mattress from you guys.
Yeah, that was from the other building.
Yeah. And I have a sledgehammer too in my trunk.
You have a sledgehammer?
Yeah, that was a great day. I walked away with a free sledgehammer and a free inflatable bed with the pump.
Both of them are still in your trunk.
The bed is in my house.
Oh, the bed's in your house.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Okay.
But you have a sledgehammer in your trunk?
It's in my trunk for protection.
Yeah. It's been there, Rob. It's been there 2 years.
Yeah.
She can't even swing the sledgehammer.
I can, so
Can you?
swing it.
All right, let me ask you a question. If you went out there and got that sledgehammer right now, could you go outside and swing it, come over your shoulder like driving a railroad spike, and hit the ground with it?
Yeah, but I'm a little sick today, so let's do it next week.
Give her time to practice.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Listen, stop spending all that money on expensive face wash. You don't need it. A new TikTok trick is going to help you save your money, clear up your skin, get you ready for Christmas. Details now trending, coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt Centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982, Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates it may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. This is Ace TJ 5G.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show love to stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park, Charlotte. Beautiful new hotel in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Very modern rooms, incredible dining options, and you're within walking distance. Just some incredible places in South Park. It's the Hyatt Centric South Park, Charlotte.
Go there just for the shower. Those rain showers are
really?
phenomenal. Just phenomenal.
Really?
And they have a cool little feature where when you get out of the bed, little floor lights come on automatically, so you can see you don't have to turn the light on at night. So when you slide out, they have these little dim lights that light up around it. It lights up around the edge of the bed automatically, so you can see around it.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little touch. Mm-hmm. Alexis, has there ever been a time in a relationship when you thought something was going on and you can look back and realize, I jumped the gun on that when I was wrong?
Nope, I'm
Not
always
once.
right.
They're always right.
Yep.
Most women think they're always right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a 23-year-old near San Antonio named Seneda Soto FaceTimed her boyfriend last Sunday and was shocked when another woman picked up. Oh. So she went to his house when no one was home, and she set it on fire.
Oh.
Whoa.
She either texted a video or FaceTimed him again while doing it, because there's a shot of his couch on fire. And she says, quote, "I hope your house is okay." He called the fire department, but it was too late. The entire house burned to the ground. Side note, that was his cousin at his house.
Oh my God.
That's my cousin.
Yeah, it was a relative.
Maybe
That girl is a psychopath.
Now, she's been arrested. She's facing burglary and arson charges.
Good.
And he wanted everybody to know he has broken up with her.
Good.
They could work it out. What is he doing? No, I'm just kidding.
What a stupid head. You
Yeah.
just ruined your life by doing that.
Yeah, I don't know, seems to be no way she doesn't go to prison for that.
Right. And even if he was cheating, I'm not going to ruin my life because you're doing something.
Yeah.
Stupid.
And there's no way she can say it wasn't her because they have her on video with the couch burning in the background saying, "I hope your house is okay."
I need to look up what she looks like. Oh my God.
It turns out it was his relative that she saw.
His cousin.
And you've never been wrong?
Nope.
Not
never.
once?
Nope.
Okay.
The universe stays on my side, lets me know what I need to know.
What if the universe ever told you to burn someone's house down?
Well, then I know that it's not the universe. Someone's trying to play tricks on me.
It's just some bad weed she got into.
Ace This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
Go to YouTube and just type in the search bar Ace TJ TV. That will take you to our YouTube channel where in just a couple of minutes our new YouTube video is going to be released, where TJ interviews Alexis to see if she's competent enough to keep her job or get her new job with our new company, Ace TJ Media. So it's on YouTube, Ace TJ TV. That's about 5 minutes away.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Feels like a blast from the past this morning. Casey Anthony is one of the top trending topics at the moment. There's a new docu-series out featuring her on Peacock. And people either are excited about watching it or they're threatening to cancel their subscription to Peacock because how dare they give her a platform.
I don't see why they would cancel their subscription just because they put together a documentary about this particular case. And I know a lot of it is because she's being allowed to tell her side of the story.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of footage there. And according to my wife, who is way into this, because this happened in an area of Florida very close to where she grew up, it is not a documentary that says anything glowing about Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
She does not come off in a better light because of this documentary based on what she's seen so far.
Yeah. I mean, it's intriguing. I might want to check it out, but
absolutely, I do.
Kind of seems interesting. Top Gun Maverick is coming back to theaters on Friday, December 2nd through December 15th. It'll play in 1,800 locations. So it's already grossed almost $1.5 billion globally and $716 million domestically. So that seems to kind of be the new thing. If they got a hit, they're like, let's bring it back. Might as well.
I'd go see that again.
Yeah, it was good.
I would love to see it again.
I don't know that I'd go to the theater to see it again.
Oh, that's the
optimal experience.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so good. And I don't think that movie, I mean, it would be good on the small screen, but on a big screen with those fight scenes and all the fighter jet scenes, the way they do them, it translates so much better. That's made for that.
Yeah. And then Avatar, The Way of Water arrives on December 16th, if you want to go check that out.
Thank you, Rob.
This is funny because Rob's like anti-Avatar. He's like, he wants it to fail. Well, and I think it's because James Cameron said some nasty things about the Marvel movies. Is that right?
No, it's mostly because he's just so pompous about it. Like he's like, if it doesn't kill it in the box office, I'm not making a fourth and fifth one.
Well, that might be a budgetary. Then they're like, listen, we're not giving you a bunch of money if this is
Yeah, we're not going to spend $300 million making a movie that's only going to make us like $2 million or lose money. Sure.
Yeah. Hot Pockets has done something kind of unusual. You guys ate Hot Pockets in college and things like that, right?
Love them.
They're so good.
They've created a pair of shorts that have a literal Hot Pocket in them. They look like cargo shorts, but one of the side pockets is insulated with like that tinfoil insulation material. So you can heat up your Hot Pocket and then put it in your pocket and it stays hot.
Put a bunch of stuff in there then. Tater tots.
Sure, yeah.
Some of my tots.
The options are endless, really.
Pizza, chicken nuggets.
All right, would you date a guy if you saw him walking down the street, he was coming to meet you somewhere, and you see him picking tater tots out of his pocket?
Yeah, because he's always going to have snacks.
You are not
kidding me?
You are not going to date some guy who's picking tater tots. He's got a Hot Pocket shoved in his pants.
Yeah, why not?
If you're in the bar or at a club and the night is going crazy, and then all of a sudden people find out you're carrying like tater tots in your pocket, you would be the hit of the bar. People go, oh, you got chicken nugget, you got Chick-fil-A in your pocket.
Heck
It's kind of gross, but
it's delicious.
it's funny though.
Yeah, hey, ladies, I got a Hot Pocket in my pants. What are we talking about?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So you can go get that. I mean, what a sociopath you'd have to be to get that, but it's funny. And then there's this TikTok video that has like 15 million views on it. She says that if you're an adult who deals with acne problems, just buy some Head and Shoulders and wash your face with it. She actually uses the generic brand, but her doctor told her that the zinc that's found in dandruff shampoo is actually really good for your skin. So
I wonder if that's why I've never had acne problems, because I always had dandruff problems.
Did you wash your face?
I mean, like it drips down at the very least, when you're washing your hair.
You hear that, ladies? It's got dandruff, but clear skin, no acne.
Got smooth baby butt skin.
But I'm totally for this because I think the shampoo industry, I mean, it's soap. I use a bar of soap everywhere.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
What, using a bar of soap to wash your hair?
Yeah, like how do you not use conditioner?
I don't know. I just never needed to.
And you have beautiful hair.
No, thanks. But yeah, men's stuff, you can get it. It's like 4 in 1. It's like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, toothpaste.
Manscaped. I use that Manscaped shampoo conditioner combo. It's awesome. Love it.
It's awesome. Got a little question coming up next. What's the most romantic thing he's ever done? Maybe it's your current significant other. Maybe it's your ex. For example, Alexis's ex carved her a swan out of an apple. That was it. That was the most romantic thing he ever did.
Yep.
Maybe you can top that. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple Team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
I'm gonna tell you about my grandpa for a second.
Wait, say what now?
I'm gonna tell you about my grandfather for a second, if that's okay. I'm feeling particularly nostalgic as we get closer to Christmas. But my grandfather, after he retired as a cop in Chicago, he started working at a jewelry store. So he was like really good tinkering with things. He would take watches apart. He would untangle necklaces for my mom all the time. But then that turned into model making, and he made so many model airplanes that my grandma said no more. So what he did, he had filled up like his entire bedroom with them. They were all in the living room. He started giving them to me, and he would come over to our house and hang them on fishing line from my ceiling. So then I had probably 15 model airplanes, like painted, heavily detailed model airplanes, hanging from my ceiling. Then finally my mom said, enough, we can't do it anymore. But then he got into model trains for a while, and I thought that was the coolest thing. He had like these trains that would go around his bar area. So this year I thought, you know what? I put up my Christmas tree. I'm going to honor my grandfather. I'm going to get a little train set that you see in the movies, that goes around.
Yeah, we used to have one.
It's
great.
We never had one in our house, but I always thought it was the coolest thing. His even puffed out smoke, and it would smell like actual train smoke. It was pretty incredible. But he had the whole scene set up. So I went online yesterday. I said, I'm going to get a train set. This will be a great way to honor my grandfather. And I started looking through, and I found, the Polar Express goes on the floor right around the Christmas tree. Then I looked at the price of it.
Yeah, there you go.
$450 for a small little train track with the two, whatever you call them, cabs. I don't know what you call them. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever
pieces.
they're called. Mm-hmm.
Engines, whatever.
Engines. That goes around, but it was really cool looking, but it was $450, and I thought, okay, well, let me just find the cheapest one.
Yeah.
And even that was like $180, and I thought, okay, never mind. I mean, I'll honor my grandfather in a different way.
No, you can find some cheaper little battery operated ones that'll go around. Yeah.
I think this one was battery operated. I don't even know.
$400.
$450.
It's Polar Express.
I know. What else do you use it for?
Nothing.
That's the problem. Is like it's going to be gone. I'll have it for a month, and then I'll have to put it away. And
I mean, are you going to have it on 24/7? If you were to buy it, would you even have it on 24/7?
No.
Yeah, and if you don't have kids, it's hard to spend that much money on something like that unless you're.
Well, Alexis, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
It's so nice to see you.
Thanks.
All right, so we got the new company that we're starting, and you want to be a part of it.
Yes,
Is that fair to say?
Yes, I would say so.
All right, so let's see what your qualifications are and where on your resume it says that you think it is okay to bring a drink into an interview for a job. You didn't put that on your resume, so I'm wondering why you decided to do that today.
Oh,
are you that thirsty?
I tend to get a little parched at times.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. It says here you're bilingual. Is that right?
Yeah, I am. Yes.
So you speak Spanish, and then what else?
English.
Okay, like hip hip cheerio. Whoa. Hot on your bum, mate. Like that?
No.
Not that kind of English?
No.
Okay.
Some good old American English.
All right. So when you're working for the existing company, do you do that in English or Spanish?
I do it in English.
All right. Let me hear what you sound like in English.
Hi, how are you? I'm Alexis.
You got the accent down. That's good. I like that.
Well, thank you.
So what do you do on a daily basis with the Ace and TJ show?
I am the event planner for the show.
Okay. So like office birthday parties, bar mitzvah things for people who may be having bar mitzvahs that are really too young to be working for us, yet we're partying and celebrating their... You do all of that?
Yeah.
Clean out the refrigerator?
Yep, cleaning party.
In the break room?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you kind of a human resources person?
You could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Do a little bit of everything.
How much do you steal from the company?
I don't steal from the company.
You don't?
No.
Let's say you stole this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Then you know what that would make this?
What?
An illegal pad. You get it?
Yeah, I get
An
it.
illegal pad. But anyway, if you were to work for the new company, Ace TJ Media, what would you want to do?
I would still like to plan parties and events.
Okay. All right. So basically the same thing you do now, just get paid extra for it.
That would be nice.
All right. Same amount of work, same job, paid extra. Okay. Well, now you're starting to talk about stealing because if we did that, you would be robbing from the company.
Oh.
If we gave you the same amount of work to do the same thing and you're getting paid more, I don't think so.
Okay. Well.
Hold on. Sorry. Pants are a little tight. I've got to take this from Walgreens. Hello? My prescription is ready. And I'm so glad because you have no idea how much I've been itching. Good. Tell me about your family life. How did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Boston.
Ooh, all right. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
So you grew up in Boston.
Yes. I have a younger brother.
Uh-huh.
He's 6 years younger than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Single mom.
You're a single mom?
No, I grew up with a single mom.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there would be anything wrong if you had a child. I would actually think that was good because to me it would make you seem more mature than you seem right now. But go ahead.
I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina about 13 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived here ever since. And I managed restaurants for a while.
Oh, managed to run them in the ground?
No.
You were a managerial position at restaurants?
Correct.
Okay. Are these the type of restaurants you would look up at the menu or down at the menu?
You would look down at the menu.
Down at the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else?
I was a bartender for a few years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I like to make really good drinks and cocktails.
Can you explain the difference between drinks and cocktails?
Yes. Cocktails just are a little bit more fun than drinks.
Okay.
Just regular old drinks.
All right. So give me an example of each. What's a cocktail? Name of a cocktail?
Like a Manhattan is a cocktail.
A Manhattan.
Mm-hmm, Manhattan.
A Manhattan.
Yes.
Am I saying that right? Manhattan.
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 And then what is a drink?
Sweet tea.
Okay, and bartenders where you come from are serving up sweet tea.
Yeah,
all right.
sometimes.
That's not a fun bar, I don't think. And anything else you need to tell me that would impress me?
I have a cat that I really
Keep
love.
trying.
I love reading.
What kind of stuff what's your favorite book of all time?
My favorite book of all time is the Bible.
Oh, that's a good answer, even though I don't believe you for 1 second.
Oh.
Not with those hoops that you're wearing.
My hoop.
Not biblical at all. The big hoop earrings. It really doesn't say Bible study for me. I would picture you more as a Harry Potter fan of the books, like that being your Bible. But I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to pick the best person for the job. And I may say that you are an applicant.
Well, thank you.
I can already tell. So thank you for coming in. El Gracias Orfe K-N.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
I'm about to give you 2 words that could make your holiday fantastic. Actually, if somebody were to give it to you, it'd make it even more fantastic. Omaha Steaks. A few years ago, TJ and I did a thing with Omaha Steaks, and they sent us the package, and it's unreal. You can send one person, or get them for yourself, an unbelievable array of food. Things that would be super impressive, like butcher's cut filet mignon, air-chilled boneless chicken, ultra-juicy burgers, even easy-to-prepare comfort meals that they could do quickly and easily. Perfect for somebody like Riggins in your life.
Heck yeah.
Who gets in them beers on a Friday night and he wants an easy-to-prepare comfort meal with some meat in it. Yeah. Omaha Steaks. It is so easy to give as a gift, and they're saving you a lot of money right now. They're ready to ship your order right away. Shop early. Beat the shipping rush. Go to omahasteaks.com and use the promo code TJ. That's omahasteaks.com. Use the promo code TJ at checkout. You get $30 off.
No way.
So you get to see this huge order of incredible food, and everything's first class, great quality. You've heard of Omaha Steaks for years. omahasteaks.com. Use the promo code TJ at checkout. Save yourself, get an extra $30 off your order. Minimum order may be required. omahasteaks.com, promo code TJ at checkout.
So this is the most romantic story I've heard in a while. Nicholas Talbot, he's 46 years old. He's the first man ever to climb Mount Everest with cystic fibrosis. So obviously a challenge for somebody who doesn't have cystic fibrosis. This man is the first guy ever to do it. And when he got to the summit, I guess the peak of it, he collected some snow and brought it back with him somehow. So fast forward a couple years, he meets this woman, they begin to date. He realizes, this is the love of my life. I want to spend the rest of my life with her. I'm going to propose to her. And here's where it gets really romantic. He used the snow from the top of Mount Everest that was now water and had a specialist jeweler put the water behind the stone in her engagement ring.
So her engagement ring has water in it that is made from snow that came from the summit of Mount Everest.
That's how much I love you. I'm willing to go to the peak of Mount Everest, risk my life, and I'm going to put it in your ring. Wow. Oh,
that's wild.
That's incredible.
Beautiful.
Love that. To put that in contrast, Alexis's ex-boyfriend, the most romantic thing he ever did was take an apple and carve a swan out of it.
Yeah.
And then maybe stole some flowers out of somebody's yard.
Yeah, they had thorns on them, so they cut me up as he handed them to me.
I mean, it's just
it's
a stark difference, I guess, is the point I'm making.
Right. Once you've gotten that a swan carved apple, whatever thing, that's tough to beat.
Yeah.
Like, that's a mic dropper right there.
I was like, well, I'm supposed to do with this. I'm like, can I eat it now or what? Now there's pieces missing from the apple. I don't even have a full apple.
It's getting rotted already. And
how am I supposed to smoke out of that apple now that you turned it into a swan?
Exactly. So finish this sentence. The most romantic thing he's ever done was blank. Now, it might actually be a very romantic gesture, or it might be stealing, he just stole some flowers out of somebody's yard and gave them to me.
And those are the funny ones.
Those
It's the most romantic thing he ever did. was carve an apple into a swan.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, he TP'd my car one time for my birthday.
And wrote, I love you on the TP.
Yeah, right. That's kind of what we're going for. But if you have a very romantic story, we'd love to hear that as well. The most romantic thing he's ever done was blank at the Ace TJ Show. We'll get your answers coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ Show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at BradhamBrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982, Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates it may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. You and us, this is Ace TJ 5G.
No matter what it is you're trying to do, if your goal is to buy a brand new house, your goal is to put your house up for sale, your goal is to find an investment property, you need someone who is a professional with experience who can walk you through the process, because so many things are changing constantly these days. Buying, selling, or investing, Chambers & Associates Realty can help you with all of your real estate needs. Now, that includes all the way down to little things like helping you stage your home. They have free staging help, free decluttering help, because they know what gets attention, what people want to see when they come to a house. If you're selling a house, they'll help you even set up your home so that it gets the most attention and really shows off the parts that people are most interested in finding out about. So give them a call today. Let them guide you through all of your real estate options. Call Melissa Chambers, 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232. You can also get details online at lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ. That's lkncharlottehomes.com/AceTJ for Chambers & Associates Realty.
Love her too. She's great. She's fun to have at those events.
They've got something new called, and I never heard of this before, and I meant to send Mr. Todd the photos. If you're on YouTube watching, I apologize. I forgot to send him the picture in time. It's called a pikeaken.
A pikeaken?
Yep. You know, the turducken is a chicken stuffed in a duck, stuffed in a turkey.
Right.
The whole thing. But there is something now called a pie cakin. It's 3 types of pie stuffed in a cake. This one is a spiced pound cake with layers of pecan pie and pumpkin pie topped with upside down apple pie with some cinnamon buttercream and edged in oat streusel.
Yum.
I don't know if you're way into it or not, but the person who posted this online said it is delicious. The downside,
it's a bajillion calories.
1,200.
Yeah,
1,200 per slice.
1,200 calories.
I mean, you're eating straight like sugar.
Yeah, they say
filling with filling on inside a cake.
Yeah, it's like $100. So it's like eating a piece of 3 cakes and pie at once.
Listen, if it's good, you know, then I'd say it's worth the calories.
I don't know if I could bring myself to having more than a bite.
I wouldn't want to have more than a bite because I feel like it's probably too sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's probably a weird texture because it's like mushy on the inside.
I don't know if I would like I love pecan pie. Pumpkin pie is fine. Apple pie is great. But I don't know if I'm with you, Alexis. I like all the different types of pies at once. Like too many different things are happening.
It's too
you
wet.
can't have too many good things to where you can't really get a taste of anything, if that makes sense.
I picture gloopy on the inside.
Yeah, like really gloopy with different like smushed apples and smushed
Yeah.
peaches. I just don't like that.
But imagine you've had Christmas dinner, which is going to be typically a big meal anyway.
Yeah.
You don't worry about calories. As my dad used to say, we're not counting calories or kilowatts.
There you go.
I think he just liked the alliteration. I don't know why he was into the kilowatt thing, and then you're going to top it off with that piece of cake.
Pie caking.
For 1,200 more calories to tack onto your meal you just had.
Oof.
Yeah. It sounds good, but again, I think to me it's too much stuff happening at one time.
I like the other thing, the chicken inside of the duck.
You've never had turducken.
No,
have
I
you?
never had
it's-
that.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I'd rather have that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's
Give
really
me a
good.
slice of that.
So yeah, now you have turducken for dinner, and you can wrap it up with a pie cake.
Ace TJ, thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ dailies.
She wants to remain anonymous. She said, my neighbor was given a paper by the cops several years ago that they may possibly search her property for the previous owner's daughter who went missing in the 80s. And now she's worried that the body is under her in-ground pool, which was put in about that time.
Oh, wow.
So there could be a body under the pool, and the police have informed her that, hey, we are possibly going to be investigating your property.
And maybe exhuming the body and tearing up your pool.
Can you imagine?
To tear up your pool, you got to tear out part of the backyard, and that would be...
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, what if they find a body has been under your pool the entire time?
For decades. Wouldn't that be shocking? Is that a good place to put a body?
Yeah.
It's
You put the
Great. Yep.
Yeah.
So if someone ever does randomly is putting cement out one day, should be very suspicious.
That's what they did on Ozark.
Yep.
Or to dispose of a body in a construction site, where they're building high rises or something. You see that on TV all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
TJ and Alexis immediately went, yes, that's a perfect place for a body. They've been watching some true crime.
But man, you talk about just a stake through the heart. You got to tear up my pool.
I know.
During summertime.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying. If they come to you and say, we're going to tear your pool, go, hang on. Can you give me 6 weeks? Like, let me get through summer.
Right.
Come back in October and tear the pool
Because
up if you need to.
who would pay for replacing it? And
I don't know. Does your insurance cover that?
I don't know.
That would be interesting to find out. You would have no problem just getting baked in the sun, like getting bronze, knowing that there's possibly a body under it?
No,
it's
not at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't bother me.
No.
Okay.
You'd be like, what?
Hey.
I could put a lounge chair in a cemetery and just...
Yeah. I go take walks through cemeteries.
Put a tanner bed in the morgue. I don't care.
Wow.
So no, Rick, it wouldn't bother TJ.
The average human, and this is one of my favorite words, especially in the category of verb. One of my favorite words. The average human excretes. Doesn't that just create a reaction out of everybody? You don't even know what the next line's going to be, but just the term excretes.
Because it makes me think of the word ooh, like ooze. Yeah.
So the average human excretes 6,500 gallons of mucus in a lifetime.
Ew.
Oh. So you see, it wasn't nasty.
Right.
That's so gross.
6,500 gallons?
Yeah. That's what this is.
Oh, can you imagine actually seeing that visually? Like,
What does
That can't be.
What does that come as a snot? Is that?
I guess.
There's no way.
Or coughing it up or
Yeah.
whatever.
But again,
it can't
you're
be
talking
65.
about over a lifetime.
But 6,500 gallons? I mean, that can't be true.
I don't like that.
That sounds about right to me. I got boogers.
That's so gross.
That's so disgusting. Ew.
We had a kid in class in elementary school that always had a lot of boogers. He was just a booger kid.
Like, you're such a booger head.
But that's not the same as mucus.
Mucus is more like liquidy.
Mm-hmm.
Stringy.
I think. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like
we don't know what mucus is. I think everybody listening is an adult right now, and they know what mucus is.
Okay, so you can say excreting, but I can't say stringy.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Because what I said was a scientific way of saying it.
Oh.
You're just being gross.
Yeah.
Or painting a picture.
As usual.
You know,
just got to take it down a level.
Clearly, TJ, she's been checking out Vince Scully this morning.
did, exactly. I'm inspired.
That's what she's learned, how to paint a picture on the radio.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Glad you learned something before you spend your day learning how to grow fungus.
She's popping a pimple on her leg right now. That's so gross.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, finish this sentence. The most romantic thing he's ever done for me was blank. Whether it's your current significant other, an ex, doesn't matter. Just tell us about the most romantic thing he's ever done. And hopefully we'll get some romantic things, but then maybe we'll get some really not romantic things. And then we'll find out what kind of guys you dated. For example, Carrie said, and this is her current guy. She said, he bought me a light for my car and had it installed. I begged for flowers. I begged. But I learned don't beg somebody for something. They should do it if they really cared. So the most romantic thing he's ever done is buy a light for her car. I'm imagining it's the dome light. He's I'll get that installed for you.
That's the way I picture it.
Some guys just aren't romantic.
Some guys don't operate that way.
Yeah.
They just don't.
It's not in there.
And you can't get super mad at them or super frustrated with them because that's just not the way they are.
Yeah. Now this one's interesting. Monica said, I think she's pretty happy with this. I can't quite tell. She said, he surprised me with a McRib and Chick-fil-A fries the other day. I was so happy.
You know what's key about that?
Surprise?
No. Well, yes, it's a surprise. But McRib is from McDonald's. Right. The fries are from Chick-fil-A. So he pays attention to the fact that these are her favorite things, and he made the effort to go to two separate places, so he put together her two favorites.
And then surprised her with it.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, I made an extra effort to get you the sandwich you like and the fries you like and surprise you.
That is romantic.
It's an even more romantic surprise than if he just said, I got you Chick-fil-A and fries from McDonald's. Yeah. Nope. He went to McDonald's and didn't get everything from one place.
Yeah.
The effort, and he pays attention, is more romantic, I think.
That's it. Joy said, well, instead of a ring, he gave me an engagement saddle.
An engagement saddle?
So I had to follow up. I said, were you happy about that? I'm not trying to read you. And she said, heck yeah. For our first anniversary, I got a new bridle. So she's clearly into horses.
So their thing is riding horses.
That's how it sounds to me.
I love Lisa here. He sold his beloved motorcycle to buy my engagement ring.
Ooh. That's heavy. Yeah. Either ride it or sell it. There's a couple of these that are good. Megan said, the most romantic thing he's ever done was ask me to plan our 10-year anniversary, the location, the Airbnb, childcare, what we were going to do, and then asked me to split the cost with him.
What?
I mean, we've got separate bank accounts, but I'm so romantic. And then she rolled her eyes. So clearly, she is not letting that one go.
You do all the work and plan everything, and then we're going to split the cost.
On their 10-year anniversary. Maybe a lot of people do that, but that one seems shocking to me.
What is the most romantic thing you've ever done for a woman, Riggins? Is there one thing that pops into your mind?
Yeah, I mean, buying the expensive jewelry and stuff. I'm like a guy that thinks they can win over anybody with just splashing out money. Okay. And it turns out it's not always the case. But like one time we went on a road trip and I got all of her favorite things, like bought her favorite magazines, got her favorite snacks, and just had them in the car.
Right. That's good. That's really good.
But then she was like totally unimpressed by that, which made me so angry that I ended up like, like not being able to let go of it. I'm like, I did all this dumb stuff.
Take D Rob, what's the most romantic thing you've ever done for your girlfriend Meredith?
I bought a book that had like a poem and stuff in it, and then I wrote in the back like something specifically to her. But that's about it.
Was it you've told us this before, I don't remember. Did you write her a poem?
It was kind of a poem. I can't remember exactly. It was a while back.
Yeah, that's right. He read it on the show one time.
That's right, he did. I forgot about
Rob
that.
read his poem.
Stop.
It was good. It was
good. And then if you read it, Rob's got the worst handwriting. It looks like a sociopath. It makes doctors' handwriting.
So, in other words, she doesn't, when she shows it to people, she doesn't read it to them. She just has it memorized.
Yeah.
She's like a kid that can't read, but that has memorized the book. But you think they're reading because she can't read that.
Yeah. It was beautiful though.
It was very good. He's right. It was very romantic that he did it.
Sensitive guy.
Very nice.
He is.
Rob is a very sensitive man.
Very much so.
Cries all the time.
Yeah, I do. That's true. 100%.
There's a woman on TikTok that has been slammed. She thought she was sharing a good little life hack if you've got kids. Turns out people hated it, and you're going to be shocked when I tell you why. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is back with the Ace and TJ Show Tuesday, November 29th. Thanks to great sponsors like Deacon Food Service. Here for all your food service equipment needs. Deacon delivers. Get details at deaconfs.com. That's deaconfs.com. Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with Breaking and Entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple team.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Breaking and Entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB.
It's uncut and uncensored. It's the Ace and TJ Share Funny podcast, live every day on the Ace and TJ app at 9 Eastern or on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV on YouTube or wherever you download podcasts daily. It's Share Funny, sponsored by The Closet Niche.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
So we did an edition of Breaking and Entering Christmas yesterday, and it was awesome. We were so excited to be able to help this family. They live in a trailer. They live in a camper. Not a trailer, a camper. And it was 40 degrees yesterday morning when we broke into their little camper, and there was one little heater sitting on the counter. And one of the things we were able to give everybody was a heated blanket to help them sleep that night. And none of that would have been possible without you, the Ace and TJ radio family, or our great sponsors for this year's Breaking and Entering Christmas, like Home Trust Bank. Home Trust Bank, they work to understand your business or personal banking needs. And here's the most important part, craft solutions specifically for you. And the people that work at Home Trust Bank, they live in the area, in the community around that particular branch. So they really care about what's going on. HTB.com for Home Trust Bank. HTB.com.
Let me ask you something. I want you to guesstimate. Guess how many Big Macs McDonald's sells in the United States every year. Try to put a number on that. See if you'll even come close to what they say.
How many Big Macs McDonald's sells in America every year?
Right.
Oh, God.
Take a guess.
In the millions?
I'd say 2 million.
Yeah, 2 million. I'm going to say 3 million.
I'm going to go 20 million.
550 million.
550 million Big Macs?
Oh, my God.
What are these people doing?
550 million Big Macs every year.
Just in America.
Just here. Isn't that kind of mind-boggling?
Wow.
What?
It's also the most searched for McDonald's item, according to Google. What do you think the next most popular item at McDonald's is?
Quarter pounder.
No.
Chicken nuggets.
Egg McMuffin.
Oh. Well, yeah, I could see that.
Go on breakfast.
I do love a McMuffin.
And then the third was the McChicken. Delicious sandwich. Cheap on the value menu.
Yep.
It used to be $1. I think it's more than
$1
that
and some
now.
cents now, yeah.
So there are 332 million people in America.
Yeah.
And they're selling 550 million Big Macs a year.
Every year.
And then again,
Wild.
just the Big Mac.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now, I love the Big Mac, but I think, Asen, you'll agree with this. The double quarter pounder or the quarter pounder with cheese, better sandwich.
I love the double quarter pounder with cheese. I do. I like it better. And the Big Mac is delicious, but
It's
the
good.
double quarter pounder with cheese, no whole onion, is perfect.
It's a more substantial sandwich. It takes a little bit longer. Sometimes they'll ask you to pull forward, which isn't the most fun, but it's fresh beef, you know. But man, yeah, that one really blew me. That one blew me away. That's a lot.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Hey, it's Ace, and if you're into games, TCGs like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, I am standing in your little piece of heaven. It's the Mighty Meeple in Concord. This is dual lands from the Unlimited set. Cards from every Magic set for the past 30 years. It's all right here. Commander decks, all of them for the past 20 years. And when it comes to the biggest game in the world, Pokemon, they've got everything from base set to the most recent games. As you can see, there's always something happening at the Meeple. If you're looking to power up your games, check them out, the Mighty Meeple, acetj.com/games.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Morning radio just evolved again. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on Ace TJ.
I feel bad for this woman on TikTok. She's a mom of 2, and she had a good little life hack that she wanted to share with her audience, her followers. And she said, here's a fun little trick. If you got kids and you always wonder about what to give them for an after-school snack, whenever you get takeout pizza, order an extra pizza, then split it up into 2 slices apiece, put it in Ziploc bags, freezer bags, throw it in the freezer, and then when the kids get home, you just pull out however many bags of pizza you need, so it's 2 slices per kid, throw it in the air fryer for a few minutes, and then you've got hot, delicious pizza as a little after-school snack before dinner.
Yeah.
That's pretty clever. Freeze the extra leftover pizza. She orders extra so she can plan ahead.
Can I guess?
Yeah,
Not
please.
to butt in, but I'm just
Yeah,
curious. There was one thing you said that got my attention. Were people saying, we can't afford to order extra pizzas?
That isn't the one that that was the most liked.
Okay.
The most liked criticism, although I believe that's probably true, that somebody probably did say that. Pizza has so much fat and salt in it. There are a lot healthier options for kids in an after-school snack. And you just want to reach through the computer screen or your phone screen and just punch some people in the head.
Shut up.
Just shut up.
You know what?
Shut up.
They're kids.
Yeah, let them have some fun.
Yeah, if they're active, and they're out and they're out doing stuff. And I always think when I was a kid, you would be astonished at the amount of food that I would eat.
Yeah.
Very little of it probably healthy.
Yeah.
But I was railed thin. But as soon as you got up every day, you were gone, busy. And all of my friends, everybody just we were very active. You just ate and drank what you wanted. I mean, my parents kept out, like you couldn't have, 10 Cokes in a day. You could have a Coke.
Yeah.
And for the most part, my mom, hey, get something healthy. Here's a snack. But Twinkies, ding dongs, pizza. I mean, if your kids are active enough, it's fine.
And that's the part of being a kid, is being able to eat those things and not feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
It's 2 slices of
Right.
pizza. There's so much fat and salt. And don't you just
You're like, you're salty, lady.
Yeah, for real.
You're full of salt.
Like, I'm going to find out where you
Yeah.
live and just harass you now because you're just so obnoxious.
Because there's a day's coming where you're going to have to sit and peruse the menu and look for the thing with the smallest calorie count before you order.
He said, your metabolism slow down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said. He said you fat and salty.
And he's talking about himself.
Yeah. I mean, just in life in general, when you get older, it's like, I should eat. I want all these fries, but I'm just going to eat I've never said that. I've always eaten all the fries.
Yeah, I forget. We were in Disney World somewhere, and everybody was ordering. It was lunch. We were starving, and you got a side of steamed broccoli or something.
my
I wanted
God.
to throw it off the table.
Stop
It's
it.
so annoying.
He did
It's trying to be
that
healthy. Disney
at
World.
Disney World.
I was trying to be healthy. I'd gone and worked out
You
that
don't
day.
deserve to even go to Disney World if that's what you're going to do.
Yeah, he's like at the gym before we
Side
go to
of
Magic
broccoli.
Kingdom.
Oh, I hate those type of people.
Ace, let it go. Have a little bit of fun.
Right. Ever heard of fun
I'm sorry. I was
before?
trying to be physically fit while at Disney World.
Fun, not fit.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and it was 40 years ago today in history that the world of music, dance, pop culture in general all changed forever. And there is no way you are not familiar with at least one song from this album. I'll give you the details next.
From Peyton's Promise to How Can We Help You Wednesday to now, with breaking and entering Christmas, we can always count on the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty to sponsor and help us make dreams come true. Buying, selling, investing, your first thought should be the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. Go to acetj.com/Temple Team.
If you haven't checked it out, Ace TJ 5G is streaming everywhere all the time. All thanks to O'Connor Insurance. They've been in business since January of 2000. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. Learn more at acetj.com/O'Connor.
Temperature regulation.
Pressure relief.
Built to last.
Better value.
It's mattress shopping that's all about you.
Lake Norman Chill mattresses are twice as nice for half the price. Only at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Breaking and entering Christmas is happening right now, and it's all thanks to AB Mortgage. Tammy and Curtis are ready to help you with a mortgage or refinancing. We just love those two. Learn more at acetj.com/AB. Hyatt-centric South Park always delivers exceptional quality and service during your stay. And right now, when you book your social or business gatherings, you can earn up to 30,000 World of Hyatt bonus points. The Hyatt-centric South Park is a beautifully modern venue for all of your gatherings. Those of us on the Ace and TJ show absolutely love this place. Beautiful rooms, spectacular dining options, all nestled in the beautiful community of South Park, Charlotte. Book your gathering by calling 980-299-7013.
Tuesday, November 29th is a very special day. That is the first installment of Breaking and Entering Christmas. And this year, Breaking and Entering Christmas is made possible thanks to great sponsors like Bradham Brothers. Bradham Brothers, heating, air, and electrical installation and service that you can trust at bradhambrothers.com.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 40 years ago today, November 30th, 1982, Michael Jackson released his sixth album, Thriller. It sold over 33 million copies in America, and it is the biggest selling album in the history of recorded music worldwide, having sold over 66 million copies around the world. There are estimates this may have sold as many as 100 million copies around the world, but that can't be confirmed. But Thriller, released on this day in history, November 30th, 1982.
You're welcome to the Share Funny podcast, now live on YouTube. This is Ace TJ TV.
Unfiltered, uncensored, and uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
But it's not for me to judge, just for me to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
That's what happens when you make miracles.
We still on that?
I decided to bring it back. I've waited all day to share this with y'all. We couldn't share it on the radio show. Because it was a little much. Sometimes these things can be funny. Sometimes they can be just dumb. But there are a couple of guys who pranked their wives by asking them to say a phrase. I don't know. This might be a little bit too much even for Share Funny. But let's see here.
Can you read this?
Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry. What the hell is your problem?
Read
I'm
it.
reading it. Mike Hoochie's Harry. Mike Hoochie's Harry.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, the phrase is Mike, who, cheese, Harry. Those 4 words. Mike, who, cheese, Harry. And they just got them to, they made a TikTok where they got them to read it. And just,
That's somebody's mom?
No, it's just a couple of guys pranking their wives by asking them to read it.
It's disgusting.
There are, oh my God. And we should have talked about this on the show, but I just remembered it. Amanda showed me a TikTok, and then I think she was a little put off by my fervent reaction to it. There's a guy watching the World Cup. And in the World Cup, his team is in, I forgot what they got, penalty kicks into the game. You know, they settle it with penalty kick or whatever. And this guy is watching on his big TV in his living room, and he's sitting on the edge of the ottoman so he can be closest to the TV. And you see the screen, and the wife is filming him, and you see out in front of her phone the remote control. And her finger is on the power button. And she's behind him. So he has no idea what's happening behind him. And as the player for his team approaches the ball to make the penalty kick, he begins to slowly rise off the ottoman. Like, this is the ultimate moment of this game. And as he stands and he's got his arms up in the air,
preparing to celebrate if his team wins this game with the kick. As the ball is kicked, it's in the air. Click. She clicks the TV off. And the guy freaks. What happened? Oh my God, what happened? What happened? And he's looking around. And that's the end of the TikTok. Really? And I said, and Amanda thought it was funny.
That's not funny.
I said, that's
not funny.
She is a straight up bitch for doing that.
Yeah, that
is not funny. I said, why would you do that I get it. You're trying to make a joke. You think it's funny. But that's probably the only thing that means anything to him that day. That's been his whole day, maybe several days, was built around that moment. It's the equivalent of LSU lines up for a field goal with 2 seconds left to win the national championship. And as his foot connects with the ball, Amanda cutting the TV off.
Yeah, it's cruel.
It's just mean. It's not fun. And I wish I could have seen what happened afterwards. And is it something I could get over? Yeah, but it would really, I would find it very upsetting. Not only would it be upsetting, it would be rude and mean. It's not funny. You're mocking something that he loves.
It's not mocking it, really.
Of course she is. She's like, this isn't that important to him. Watch, it'll be funny. I'll just mess with it.
Well, so not that cruel, but I did something kind of similar to my ex, but he deserved it. It was our day off, and he was playing video games all day, and I wanted to go out and have like a date, but he didn't. He just stayed playing video games for hours and hours and hours. So I had an app on my phone that controlled the internet for the whole apartment, and so I was in my room, and he was playing Call of Duty Zombies and had just reached a new level that he had never reached, and I disconnected the internet.
Well,
he deserved it. I don't care.
I don't have.
And then I pretended I was asleep.
Yeah. Now here's the difference.
Yeah, so he thought that the internet just went out.
So you just laid in there like when he came in like, did the internet go out? I don't know. I was taking a nap.
I don't know.
What's
I was
wrong?
sleeping.
I don't have a problem with that as much because he was just sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, in that case, that wasn't the first time something like that had happened.
Right.
And you have to assume he wasn't a good dude to begin with.
Yeah,
You
and I
shouldn't have
felt
been
bad
sitting
about
through
it.
Did you?
I did.
Really? Because you
not
don't
that
sound like
bad.
you felt bad about it at all right
well,
now.
because he deserved it. It was the best, actually. I loved it.
I loved it.
I loved it.
And then she
I
fakes
loved
being
having that power in my hand.
And you fake being asleep.
Yeah.
So.
That's what I love. That 30 seconds before that, she's like, I'm about to get that son of a bitch. Watch this. And then she just plops down and
Yeah.
closes her eyes and lays there listening to him going, What happened? No. What happened? Then he busts in the room. She's like, what? I was asleep. I would.
Oh, the internet. So weird. Maybe you shouldn't have been playing for hours and hours and hours.
You want to go to Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, did you wake up eventually or did you just fake it?
No, I just went to sleep because it was already nighttime.
Oh.
Yeah. He had spent the whole day playing video games, like 12 hours.
Sometimes
Right.
it'd be like that.
I was dating a Rob. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Rob,
no, but yeah.
Yeah.
Rob, does Meredith ever complain about the amount of time you spend playing video games?
No, because if she ever asks me to turn it off, I turn it off.
Oh,
okay.
That's a very mature response.
Yeah, but does she always have to ask?
I mean, if she wants something, she's got to tell me.
Okay. He's a simple man. Just tell me what you want.
So yeah, if you tell me what you want me to do, I'm going to do it.
Okay, Rob, is there ever a time that you're sitting there playing video games and you think, man, you know what? She's been at work all day with those kids and she just got home. I'm going to cut this off and just go spend some time with her and sit and visit and see how her day was and see if she needs anything.
No.
Okay.
But again, sometimes she just wants her space. She likes to hang out with the dogs. You know, I don't like to hang out with the dogs.
But unless she says, Rob, I would like to talk to you. Could you cut that off? Or I would like to go eat. Can you cut that off? You don't cut it off.
I mean, she doesn't have to tell me to cut it off to go eat. I'll do that on my own. That's fine. But you know,
I get the vibe they're kind of independent in the house.
They just function separately.
That's how I want to be if I ever live with someone.
Oh, I find that hard to believe.
No, I do.
Oh, here's what. No, I find that you would want to be that way, but I would think you don't want him to be that way because you want. I get the feeling like you want to do whatever your thing, do your independent thing, but then he needs to be ready to stop whatever he's doing to figure out he needs to spend more time with you separately.
Well, I mean, we'll figure it out. But Have your
That
own
doesn't sound
hobbies.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Yeah, it's kind
It
of like
sounds
I'm going to
perfect.
do what I want to do, and you're going to do what I want to do.
Well, no,
That'll
you're
work.
going to do what you want to do until I don't want you to do it anymore.
There you go.
Which is fine.
That's fine. That's good.
You as long as you express that is what you want.
And that's the key, Rob. It's as long as you express it. As long as you say something like, hey, in 20 minutes, you want to go, I got like 20 minutes left and you want to go grab something to eat? Or will you be like at a stopping point because I just want to hang out for a little bit? Sure.
That's great.
But when you don't say anything and just start to let it boil and
stewing,
you're stewing and he has no idea you're stewing, that's not good.
Right.
But yeah, it's essentially you want to do your thing and you want him to do what you want him to do when it's time to do it.
Well, aren't we all like that on a certain level?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I guess. Not as I don't
That's
know.
why you have to give and take in relationships.
Yeah, I mean, did you want to go apple picking or whatever when she suggested it the
Did
other
you-
day? Hell no.
Did you
But
want to wear
do
that
it.
hat in those pictures? If she wanted you to wear that hat, regardless if you didn't like it, you would have worn it.
No, I don't know that he would.
I don't know that I would have.
I think
no, that's why. That's
he
why I prepped that by putting the hat on and letting a lot of people see it to get their impressions. Like, hey, this is I was fervently working to not wear the hat because I was offended. I was offended, and by the whole thing, I didn't think it looked good.
Okay, but you still do things that she wants to do, whether
Of
or
course.
not you don't want to do them.
Of course,
that's what you got to do.
But you got to know that you know what you're supposed to be doing.
Did you know that you were gonna be having a baby?
Well, we were trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before that.
Before we started trying.
Yeah, like before you started dating and stuff.
Before we got married.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to a therapist about it.
Okay.
Yeah. We went and met a couples counselor and talked about it, about what it would be like, because I was opposed to it, and then had always said I was opposed to it, and then the more that we got into it, we talked about different things and blah blah blah, and I expressed things that I was afraid of and so forth and so on, and you know, kind of came around to it.
Yeah, see? We do things for the people we love.
Yeah, but
I
again,
get him pregnant.
Well, apple picking is a far cry from having a baby. So he said absolutely no to apple picking, but a baby?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll change my mind. I'll come around.
You got all twisted up.
But I'm not going apple picking.
Yeah, damn it. I'm not picking those effing apples.
That's right. You know what I did the other day? I hate that she tells me how to drive all the time. And so we were coming home from somewhere, from the airport. I picked her up from the airport when she came back from her little yoga trip or whatever. And I was riding down the road and driving home. I guess maybe I was more in the left-hand side of the lane. And it was 7 o'clock the night before Thanksgiving. There was a lot of traffic. And so I was in the HOV lane, because I never use it now that I don't go anywhere, so I don't feel bad about using it. And she said, wow, now I'm in the lane. He's riding right on top of the yellow line.
Stop it.
Oh, my
that would drive me
God.
crazy.
You know what I did?
You went on top of the yellow line?
Eased over on top of the yellow line. And a couple times I'd let the car drift over where it would hit those grooves. The rumble strips.
You guys are
I will-
ridiculous.
Was she laughing? Drive on top of this bitch the whole way home now.
Was she laughing?
No.
Were you,
No,
None
she
of
didn't think it
them
was
were
funny.
laughing.
She was like, she goes, okay.
Oh, that's how it's gonna be.
Ace is like, I'm gonna go on top of the yellow line.
I did. I just slid over there on top of it because it came out of nowhere.
You're so petty.
Why are you telling me how to drive?
It's Petty LaBelle.
Be petty.
But I'm petty in response to pettiness.
Well, is that the correct response, though? I mean, petty.
Yes.
The response to pettiness is not to be even more petty.
But they're but there's nothing important. It's just things like, why are you telling me how to drive? I'm just driving down the road. Am I running off on the shoulder of the road? No. I'm in the lane. I just happen at this point to be a little bit more left than center.
Yeah.
But I'm still in the lane. I'm fine. Well, you're gonna make a point of it. I'll make a point of it. You want me to go left? I'll get left.
You're the older one, Ace. You're supposed to be more mature.
That is not the case.
Supposed to be setting the example for the young ones.
You know what? I'm also older and deserve a little more respect than that.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Respect your elders.
Respect your elders. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So what if I'm not centered in the lane? I'm fine. I'm not driving over off on the shoulder. I mean, I did eventually, purposefully.
Why is she always telling you how to drive? Do you not know how to drive?
No, she gets it from her mom. I told y'all, my father-in-law, one time while trying to park at a restaurant, they were telling him how many different ways he should be parking and where he should be going and what he should be doing. And he ended up just whipping around to the front row. Y'all go ahead and get out and I'll go park. And he went and parked and sat in the car and didn't go in and eat. He was like, I'm not even hungry. F it. And then when you come out, he picked him up at the front of the restaurant. He was like, I don't need to be told how to drive. I'll just sit out here by myself.
Yeah,
I was like, I love that move.
Yeah, if they want to do that, they should become driving instructors.
I know.
They'll probably be great at that.
Yeah, so.
That was the appropriate response. To sit in the car. Come on.
But I mean, you know what? He removed himself from the situation
Yeah, he
so
was
that
like, you know what?
wouldn't get more mad. So good for him.
Yeah, his point was, look, y'all made I don't even feel like eating now. So I'm just going to wait out here. I'll pick you up at the front. So you have to worry about parking or walking anywhere. I'm fine. I'm fine out here by myself.
Like,
and I'm sure, I don't know, there was a back and forth. Like, come in. And he's like, I'm not. Leave me alone.
Was she like that when you guys first started dating? Would she tell you how to drive?
No. No. When we started dating, I was the greatest person on the face of the earth.
Marriage seems lit.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So lit. This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy & Thays Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy & Thays has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy & Thays. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy & Thays is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy & Thays Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Let's go!
Y'all making fun of marriage. marriage is lit.
You make it seem so great.
It's no different than anything else. It's no different than any other relationship. Like Riggins in his relationship with his ex-girlfriend, there were things that she did that drove him crazy. Yeah.
That's why I didn't marry her.
But 2.5 years, and it drove him nuts when she was doing the thing with the, when she would eat all the chips and the French onion dip on a Saturday morning, covered up in a blanket, and when she cooked and she didn't use wooden spoons at all on the bottom, she shake his head now.
Yeah, but don't turn this on me. This is not about a relationship.
Of course it is. You've been saying that's in every relationship. They're all the same.
No.
Everybody has different things that are upsetting to them or different.
You want to know the difference?
Yeah.
Till death do us part.
Yeah.
That's the difference, is that there is no off-ramp.
Right.
Well, there is, but it's very expensive.
Right. Yeah. But you don't go into it thinking, well, I can get out of this.
It's a very expensive off-ramp.
Trust me.
Yeah. You're right, yeah.
But I mean, it's forever.
But that's a part of every relationship in some way, shape, or form. You get over the little things that are aggravating. I'll give you an example that Alexis mentioned during the break. That was in no way, shape, or form was it aggravating. I find it fascinating.
That was hilarious to me.
Alexis was there. Explain what happened the other day.
So Amanda ordered all of us lunch. We all had salads. And so Ace had his salad. I had mine. Amanda has hers. Me and Amanda are talking, and Ace has his salad. And Amanda goes to Ace and is like, actually, don't eat your salad. I want your salad. It looks better than mine. And Ace just grabbed his salad while he was about to put dressing on it.
It's the exact same salad. I mean, exactly the same. And I said, what are you talking about? And she opened it and showed it to me, and I looked at it and went, okay, because I don't. It's exactly the same. There's a deviled egg in there. It's a hard-boiled egg rather that's split in half, and chicken and onions, and they're literally put together exactly the same.
It was funny though.
For some reason, she thought mine looked better than hers, and so she was really hungry. And I was okay. Yeah. I don't care. That's fine.
And she had been thinking about it because as she's talking to me, as soon as we finished talking, she went over to grab the salad. So it was in her mind.
Because she looked at everything to see what it was to hand it out. So she had seen mine, gave it to me, then realized afterwards, I'd rather have his.
Yeah.
And I mean, literally, I couldn't tell you the difference in the two salads. I was like, she goes, I would rather have yours.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's fine. I don't care.
I was like, the baby wants it. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm like, the baby wants that salad.
But that's one of those things doesn't faze me a bit. It's totally fine. I don't.
Oh, that would piss me off.
Why? If they're the same, I don't care.
I don't know.
And it's just food. If it makes her happy, whatever makes her happy, that's no problem.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm weird about my food.
It didn't make her. Well, she wasn't happy when you were driving on that yellow line. So she suggested it, and that didn't sit well with you. So it's the same thing.
Did she suggest?
No, she made a comment.
Right. It wasn't a suggestion like, hey, would you like to move over into the center of the lane? It was just kind of sneaky, kind of riding right on top of the line.
Would you have liked a suggestion better?
No.
Exactly.
I don't want anything. Don't say anything.
Just be quiet. Do you stay quiet or do you give her suggestions?
I don't say a word. Now,
that's not true.
I have started saying things like, well, if I had done that when driving, you would have lost your mind.
Yeah.
Like one day she went to pull out and realized she didn't see a car coming. And I went, and she slammed on the brakes. And she's like, what?
She said what?
And I know, that reaction when you realize you've screwed up and you just kind of react because you're embarrassed, Yeah. And I said, the number of times that you have grabbed something when I'm driving, it's constant. Like TJ talks about Jody doing that all the time. Watch that truck, or whatever. And I was like, if I had done that, but I usually say nothing when I ride with her. I don't care. I'm just glad I'm not. Well, usually I'm drunk.
Yeah, Ace doesn't strike me as a guy who's commenting on her driving.
Yeah, I don't
Not
care.
her driving, but like her shoes at the bottom of the stairs.
I don't comment on them.
Or like kicking an ice cube under the fridge.
That I commented on.
Yeah, which is dumb. It's gonna melt.
Exactly. That's my point. It's gonna melt under the fridge.
Yeah, it's cleaning it from under the fridge.
Now you've got water collecting under your fridge. That's not good for the floor. But no, I did the shoe thing. She left a pair of shoes at the bottom of the stairs the other day, and I was taking some clothes upstairs. I've been folding clothes downstairs. And as I took them in the little basket, I stopped and just threw her shoes in the basket, went upstairs. And she yells up, I'm going to run check the mail. I was like, okay. Then 10 seconds later, where are my shoes? Like, oh, I didn't know those were the ones you're wearing. I'll bring them right back down. Sorry.
Sounds great.
But I don't comment about her driving very seldom. And I mean really super seldom. And I don't make comments about her shoes. Sometimes I sigh.
When
like
an old man.
Like if I'm going up the stairs, you'll hear me. You might occasionally, if I'm going past the stairs to go up the stairs, you might hear something like,
That's not helpful either.
Yeah, no, that's even worse. I feel like
When she's driving, do you like tighten your core up a lot?
No.
tighten your core. What the heck?
No, I don't make sounds. I'm fine
Or
with
when
it.
she leaves the doors open.
I just walk behind her and close them.
Do you sigh?
No.
Do you slam them?
No. But not when she's around. If she's not around, I'll talk to myself and that kind of stuff. Then, like
leaving all these doors open.
The other day in our, if you go off of our kitchen,
stewing.
So when you come in our yeah, I came home, she wasn't there. I come in the front door, and granted, I do lots of things that are super annoying. I get it, but, and I've got the handyman bills to prove it. But like I come in the front door, and there's a half bath that's just offset when you walk in the front door of our townhouse. There's a stairs that go up, and the half bath downstairs is right there. And then as you turn to the right, and y'all have been there. I don't know if you haven't been to my place, have you, Rob? I don't think so.
Yeah, I did one time.
Okay, so then you turn to the right, and there's the living room and the kitchen, all that kind of stuff. I come in, that half bath is like a quarter of the way open. I don't mind if it's open, be all the way open. I don't mind if it's closed, be closed. I prefer it closed. I don't like bathroom doors open. But anyway, so I go in. As I walk by, I just push that door closed. Then I turn the corner to go get something out of the pantry, and it's two doors on the pantry that open out, And then next to that is another door to a little area that has where the trash can is.
Okay.
Trash can room door, open. Both pantry doors, ajar. And I remember saying to myself, damn, every damn door is just effing open. And I just boom, 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 and I walk through and just close all the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't do that when she was there. I would just close the doors. And I do. I just walk through and close the doors. Because that's just who she is. And this is life.
Yeah.
I'll just have to close doors now.
It's about accepting each other despite the
I walk
shortcomings.
into the bathroom, and I typically walk in and just reach over and pull her closet door shut because I don't like to see in there.
Yeah. So, Alexis, he's perfect.
Yeah, it's a perfect, happy marriage full of bliss.
Everybody is just so happy.
Everybody's so happy with each other.
That's right.
Is it difficult doing everything right all the time?
Yeah, like, is it so hard to be perfect?
No.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
And walk among us?
Yeah, it is.
You are a god among men.
Right.
I can sometimes be a little slow to take out the trash. However, about half that time, if you just push that stuff down, there's plenty more room left in that bag.
Mm-hmm. I know that.
Does that drive her crazy that you don't take the trash out?
Yeah, it really does. Because she will intentionally not take the bag out and put a new bag in it. So she would just pile stuff. I've opened that door and it would just have she'll just throw it down on the floor just to prove a point.
She'll throw it on the floor?
Oh, I've opened that thing up and there's trash on the floor.
Get out of here. Are you serious?
I'm serious. Or maybe she didn't throw it on the floor, but it fell off because it's piled up on top of the thing.
God.
You guys are hilarious.
And that's her big pet peeve is the trash. But again, a lot of times if you just push it down, like just throwing it in there is not enough. You gotta push that stuff down a little bit, make some room.
You want her to put her hand in the trash. She got her nails done, and you want her to stuff her hand in the dirty trash.
You can just get a paper towel and push it down.
Yeah.
I have to do it all the time.
Right.
I don't got no one taking my trash out.
No, nor do I.
But I will admit I'm not good with the trash. And she does complain that I always feel like I have to be like doing something. Like,
Yeah, I can see that.
Can
That'd
you
be
just-
annoying. Can you just chill for
it
a
is.
second, dude?
And I get it. Like
just relax.
sometimes she wants to relax, and I'm like, well, if we're going to sit here and watch TV, I'm going to fold those clothes.
how
You know, just
annoying.
like I'm trying to use that time to get something done.
Yeah, you need some gummies. I'll get you to relax.
Drugs. That's the Don't just chill out. Drugs.
Drugs.
I have some gummies. You gave me.
I did give you those Delta 8 gummies.
I took a quarter of that Delta 8 when I
Yeah.
felt like I was sinking through my mattress one night. I took probably a quarter of it that Alexis gave me. When Amanda was gone, I had about 6 beers that evening. And then I was like, you know what? This would be the perfect thing that would help me sleep. This is a good idea.
Good idea.
And I was watching TV and it just felt like I was sinking through the mattress. I felt like I weighed 1,000 pounds in a good way.
You're very relaxed.
Yeah, I didn't sleep worth it that night though. It was weird. No, I didn't. I didn't sleep good at all.
Yeah.
I don't know if the beers messed it up
you're
or
not
what it
supposed
was.
to like drink beers and then do edibles.
I thought that would be a good combo.
Don't do that.
Peanut butter and jelly. It's perfect.
The expert is saying don't do it, and Riggins is going, "This peanut butter and jelly, you're good. It's fine."
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy and Thay's Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy and Thay's has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy and Thay's. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy and Thay's is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy and Thay's Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Pod.
Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
Share Funny Podcast, sponsored by The Closet Niche. Locally owned, operated, and manufactured right out of Mooresville, North Carolina, with a lifetime warranty on their products. And two very important things. One, best price guarantee. They guarantee you a better price, or at least that they will match the price of any design. And their turnaround time, 2 to 3 weeks. Most installs, depending on the number of projects, are complete within a day. A lot of custom closet companies, 3 to 6 months. And the Closet Niche is doing a new desk in here for the Ace and TJ show. And it's awesome because it's really, I think the turnaround time is going to be like 2.5 weeks. And we went over and looked at like a 3D model. It kind of moves around to show you how the compartment's going to look. It's going to be fantastic. We're very excited about it. They do a lot more than closets. On their Facebook page this morning, they posted an entertainment center they built into a house that was custom built. It's fantastic. Pantries, mud rooms, garages. Their garage stuff is fantastic. Wall beds, offices. They can do all kinds of stuff. So check them out, acetj.com/closet. And here's the best part to me. It's one of those things that like you'll see a celebrity's closet and go, man, that's awesome. The cool little touches and everything. That's the kind of stuff that they do, but not at the huge price. So again, the best price guarantee, acetj.com/closet for the closet niche, proud sponsor of the Share Funny podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Alexis, if you had to pick someone on the show, who do you think you would be most compatible to live with in a relationship?
Probably Rob.
Because you would just leave each other alone?
Yeah, we just leave each other alone. He's not going to bother me about shit. Because I want to eat weird things in the morning, and if Riggins is going to be giving me shit about that, I don't even want to hear it.
Oh, man. If I woke up and Meredith was eating chips and dip, I would join right in.
Right? Exactly. Like, oh, man, that's awesome. Yay, I love this Saturday morning.
Yeah. Just irritated.
Right. Like, what? That sounds amazing. So.
Okay. It's more the, I'd been up for so many hours, and it's like she comes out and wrapped in the blanket, and it's like, it's noon. Like, get up. I don't know. It just, that's what bothered me.
Yeah, and I just think that Riggins would tell me to shut up all the time. Rob could just have headphones on. He's playing his video games. We just leave each other alone.
He's doing his thing. You're doing your thing.
We would definitely have the best food. So,
What do you mean you would definitely have the best food? Because you and Rob, your food tastes don't seem to match to me.
Oh, but he likes really good snacks, so our snacks would be on point.
Right, but your meals would be a disaster.
That would be a little different.
I think she's a little fancier than I am with food.
You think?
Yeah, but
what gives you that impression, Rob?
What an astute observation.
But I'm not opposed to fancier food. It's just, it's not what I'm going to do on my own.
Yeah.
2 minutes ago, she goes, I need to stop and get some fresh ginger on the way home. When was the last time you bought fresh ginger, Robbie?
I didn't know they sold fresh ginger.
It just came out.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't know they sold fresh ginger.
Yeah.
They do.
He would just need to pick up after himself a little bit, though, because I can't do the boxes on the floor and the crumbs and all that.
The hair on the back patio.
Yeah. Nope. I don't like that.
You'd have to cut my hair. Is that okay?
Yeah. Does Meredith have to shave your back hair, Rob?
No, I don't shave my back hair. No.
Do you have back hair?
I mean, it's not a lot, but yeah.
Okay. You don't shave it?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
When I was completely single, I would go get my back waxed regularly, just to make certain I didn't have any issues back there.
Are you hairy?
I can be, yeah, but it's blonde, so you really can't tell.
Right, you're like a fuzzy peach.
Yeah, but at that time, I want to make sure when people got up close to it that it was smooth.
Ew. It's getting close to your back.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Yeah. And you guys were around for his dating days, right?
Yeah, well, he didn't talk about it a whole lot.
Oh.
I mean, not
could you tell when he had a good day or a good night? When he didn't, was he happier?
No, it was all on the weekends, really. It was all weekends because it was during the week we had stuff going on, and I would seeing my kids. Almost every day I would go down to the house at least if the kids weren't at my place. Almost every day I would go down there and see them, or just shoot baskets outside, that kind of thing. Mm. So it was mostly, weekend stuff.
Getting your back waxed.
Yeah.
All of the back.
All the back. Ew.
The whole back.
Cheeks.
The whole kit and caboodle. You didn't do that, did you? Did they wax your butt?
I was like, you're going to wax your butt cheeks?
No.
Gross.
Wax my butt crack, please.
Well, they do that, Rob.
I know.
Okay.
I can't imagine that. That would.
Yeah, and you'd have to have your butt open just in front of the lady. Wide cheeks open.
I just am more thinking about how hot that would be. That would hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant hot in a different way.
No, not like
It's not that hot, but-
physically hot. You know.
I'm always scared. Like, what if I have to fart? I thought that's a huge fear of mine, for real.
Do you think you would just be like, I'm sorry, but can you walk away for a
you
minute?
like walk away for a second and you just sit down? Because you're literally on your knees. Your butt is just in the air for this person to wax. You're in a very vulnerable position.
Sounds like it.
Pardon my gas, please.
I'd be like, please move.
My biggest fear has become realized.
Well, it probably happens.
I'm sure it has.
Yeah.
And imagine, oh, never mind. It's just gross.
Yeah, it is gross. You're the one that brought it up. Nobody went there but you. What do you think, Riggins, for her in your last relationship was a long time ago. We don't know what you're doing now. What do you think for her was the most annoying thing? Like, what did you do that annoyed her the most?
That I was pretty inflexible.
Well,
yeah,
and I still am. And yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not like miffed at like why it didn't work out. I was super inflexible to a point where it was a problem. And a relationship is not necessarily 50-50 all the time. I think it probably it's kind of fluid, and those times where it wasn't 70% about me, that became a problem. And now in retrospect, I didn't realize it at the time. I was like, well, why can't you just get over that? I don't want to do that. Well, it's because it was important to her. And at the time, I wasn't emotionally mature enough to recognize that. Now I am. Doesn't mean I want to do any of that bullshit. I still don't want to do any of that shit. But I recognize,
you can recognize
that it's going to be a problem if I don't.
You can recognize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I still don't want to do any of that. Yeah.
I have to be careful with this baby stuff because obviously it's two totally different experiences. Mm-hmm. It's her first. It's my third. It's been a long time since I had one.
Yeah.
And I have to watch. And it's my fault. I realize that. I have to watch how I say things for fear that it sounds like I think they're stupid or dumb or whatever.
I think maybe you're stupid.
Because it's all such a new experience for her, and
Right.
it's so exciting. And I have to try to remember what it was like. But even then, Peyton was born 99. So a lot of the stuff they do now is stuff that wasn't done. Gender reveal wasn't a thing in 99.
Oh, you're going to have to do a gender reveal?
No, because I have said I don't want to do a gender reveal.
You're going to take that from her?
Yeah. She's cool with it, though, because she's not a huge fan of the gender reveal because they've gotten so overblown. If it were my preference, and here's the conversation we've had, if it were my preference, I would prefer that the way with my first two. Ultrasound tech points out what's happening. We find out together in the little room. That's great. Amanda had the idea, maybe what we do is, have the ultrasound tech put the information in an envelope, and then we take that somewhere and have somebody make like a cake, and then we have dinner one night, and then just the two of us, and then we just have the cake.
Oh, okay.
Or we eat with her family, and then dessert is that cake, and we cut into the cake. Everybody finds out at the same time.
That's a gender reveal.
But that's not filming it, and we're not, that whole thing.
Literally what a gender reveal
I have an idea for a gender reveal for her. What if you like punched into a wall and blue or pink shot out of it?
That'd be great.
Don't be an ass, Rob.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, fill a stapler, not with staples, but with blue or pink, and I'll throw it against the wall, and when it explodes, that's a good idea. That's the color we go with. Yeah.
You know what's going to happen to her? She's going to have that baby and think and forget that you were ever a parent. She's going to tell you you're doing everything wrong. Because I feel like that's what all moms do.
Yeah, but it doesn't necessarily mean that she's wrong. I could very well be doing things wrong. I don't know.
True.
But things that you're going through. She was making a baby registry thing the other day, looking at different stuff. And one of the things was some type of little pacifier thing that seemed to me to be ridiculously expensive. And I said something like, who the hell's going to buy this? This is stupid. Then I realized, don't say that. It's just kind of a wish list of things. Yeah. But I don't want to. It's just
a pacifier was expensive.
Yeah, it had some kind of little space. It wasn't a pacifier. I forgot exactly what it was. Like a teething ring kind of thing or something like that.
How much we talk?
I don't know. It wasn't like it was expensive for one.
Oh my God!
I'm using round figures.
Okay.
I don't remember the numbers exactly. So yeah, I do have to be aware that and it's not that I'm not excited. It's just different when you've done it twice before.
And a long time ago.
Yeah, it's not. It's like, oh yeah, this is when we go do this, and I have to remember for her, this is the first time. Mm-hmm. It's very exciting. Like, going to do that is, I have to try to remember how exciting it was then, and do my best to match that energy.
When you were on the Oregon Trail. Try not to starve.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Well, we have a lot of friends that help make things possible on the show as far as our charitable efforts with How Can We Help You Wednesday and with Peyton's Promise. And one of those that we value so much would be the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty can handle all of the stuff when it comes to buying, selling your house, the staging, the advertising, all of it. They're the best. We love them. You can find them at acetj.com/Temple Team, the Temple Team at Keller Williams Realty. One of the worst things that can happen to your house is a buildup of mold and mildew in your crawl space. Let the experts at Cardinal Environmental Solutions come and inspect your crawl space and treat it so your house is safe for you and your family. Go to acetj.com/Cardinal today.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty Team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com. Clancy & Thayes Construction Company. If you need commercial construction, Clancy & Thayes has been around forever. Built on stewardship and doing exactly what they say they're going to do. There is no one better. acetj.com/CT for Clancy & Thayes. acetj.com/CT. The beautiful thing about Clancy & Thayes is all they do is commercial construction, and they're a proud partner of Peyton's Promise, which is very important for us as we get ready for breaking and entering Christmas season, which we'll be announcing just in a couple of weeks. So Clancy & Thayes Construction Company.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ show.
Share Funny podcast sponsored by The Closet Niche. And really, check that out because they do fantastic work. And I'm super excited because I think it's next Saturday that they're going to come install the new desks and everything in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So next Friday, everybody remember to keep a little time open after the show because we got to tear this studio down. Got to take it all apart.
Does that mean we also have to come back that weekend too?
Sunday, we got to come back to put it back together.
Next Friday.
Oh, yeah, next Friday.
Okay.
That's Sundays after a Friendsgiving I have. Oh, no.
It's my dad's birthday.
Which day?
On that Friday.
Okay.
That was the only 2 days I needed. I didn't realize.
Oh. It's fine. I'm just kidding. I mean, it doesn't take 5 minutes to tear this thing apart.
You think?
Yeah. We'll be done in no time.
Putting it back together is going to be the hardest part.
Put it back together is going to be much harder.
So, my only question. Well, we can get into it later. I don't want to get into logistics. Never mind. My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No. Way to bring down the party, Ace.
Yeah, well, sorry. So, okay.
I'm gonna be busy next Friday.
Well,
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Yeah.
Again.
I can feel it coming on.
I can feel it, literally.
Because this is where I plan to tell about how we conceived our child.
Ew.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No thanks.
Totally kidding.
You guys probably took a picture of it.
Totally kidding
knowing
about
y'all.
that.
Video.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't have any videos like that.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That is what it is. Yeah, I can say this much. If anybody ever gets into my phone and they're like, "We're gonna put your pictures out," I'd be like, "You know what? If they came out of my phone, feel free, brother."
Gross. That's disgusting.
Oh, don't look at my phone, y'all. No, don't look.
Don't look.
Yeah. $10,000 or we leak your nudes. Leak away, man. I know at least they're quality photos.
Are you sending nudes to people?
To my wife sometimes.
Ace.
Yeah.
There's an age limit for that.
No, there's not.
Yes,
there is. No age limit on sexy.
Okay, well, sending nudes.
Yeah. There is no age limit on sexy in a relationship.
Ew. I can't even imagine that.
If you haven't seen, you can't judge.
Okay, well, do you pose for your nudes?
You gotta use a timer.
Oh, Lord, ew.
All right.
That's your friend, Regan. TJ's not here.
That's how you know when Alexis is truly disgusted with her shit. That's your friend.
That's your friend.
That is your friend.
Or she phrases it as a question. That's your friend?
Ew.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So,
hear about that?
it's all part of a happy, healthy relationship in the year 2020.
Okay.
2.
Yeah, whatever it is, whatever year it is. I lost track. I'm so old I forgot what year it was.
Take me back.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you know who really didn't want to hear about that is my son.
I bet.
Yeah, he doesn't listen. We're fine. I think he didn't even know we do a podcast.
Yeah.
You know, and if you ever, and I know TJ's experienced the same thing, but you'll be at him and like somebody comes up and says, "I like the show," or "I've enjoyed the show," blah blah blah, and they, this is my son, Cade. Say, "Oh, I bet you love your dad." He's like, "Yeah, it's great." Like I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah, he's like, I don't listen to that shit.
Did you hear what he did the other day? Oh yeah. He's like, no, I didn't. I don't hear anything. I don't know. Don't have any clue what's going on.
Do you assume he only listens to like music in a car when he's driving?
Oh, I know he does.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't even listen to podcasts or anything. And he listens to a lot of music.
He just drives in silence.
I think he plays music off of his phone when he's driving. But it's not like he goes to his room and doesn't. He's not a big music person.
I don't understand people that don't like music like that.
It's not that he doesn't like it. It's just like if he were in his room, he would either be looking at YouTube or playing video games, or watching a ball game. I mean, far more his things are about sports and video games, as opposed to the vast majority of the music that he liked early on and got turned on to were things that came to him through his sister. And then and video games, because one day he said, "Hey, you know that song Paint It Black by the Rolling Stones?" It's like, he was in like the 7th grade, 8th grade. It's like, yeah. He goes, "I like that song." So what the hell are you talking? Where do you know that? He goes, "It's on some video game that he had."
Yeah.
It was on the video game. So that's how he came to it. Yeah.
I learned a lot of old songs through playing Rock Band.
Rock Band. That's
Yeah.
where Peyton got all of them from Guitar Hero. And that's where she became a huge fan of the Beatles and Aerosmith and all that stuff through Guitar Hero.
Yep.
But yeah, he just doesn't care. It's not his thing. Because you can ask him. I ask him all the time. Like, what are you listening to? It's stuff.
Yeah, he's just very like, whatever.
I mean, that's pretty much.
Simple man.
Yeah, that's pretty much anything else though with him. Hey, what are you doing today? I got some stuff to do.
Does he ever get mad like you?
No, never. He's so mild mannered. I've only seen him be mad a couple times. Once when he was a little kid, he did something and he was mad at me because I got mad at him. And he went in and I told him, get in. I was on the back porch. I said, get in the house. I said, sit on that couch and shut your mouth. Think about what you've done or whatever. And I went in and I can watch him I was sitting outside with Shawnette, my ex-wife, for anybody who doesn't know. And we're sitting on the back patio and I can see him through because it's like a bunch of glass windows and a glass sliding door. I see him plain as day. And he goes in and he leans up against the couch, staring at me. He leans up against the couch and he takes his arms slowly and crosses them. And now we're locked in this stare down. And I'm sitting on the back porch staring at him, and I without turning to look at Shawnette, I said, shit. She goes, is he staring? I said, yeah, and now I can't not look at him. So now it's just, and he's just standing there leaning against the couch. And I thought I found a way out.
Yeah.
And I walked over and I pushed the door open and I said, hey, I told you to get your little butt up on that couch. On it. And he reaches down and he slides himself up on the couch. Never broke gaze. And he's looking at me like, you son of a bitch. And he ends up and he leans all the way back and he never looks away. And I was like, God dang, I'm going to have to keep staring at this.
You got a real pissing match.
That's so funny.
It became a huge pissing match. And we're just staring at each other. And he's just staring. And I thought, well, now I'm screwed. And eventually I just kind of turned away like, I got better things to do than this. This is stupid.
Too funny.
So he beat you.
Yeah,
he beat you.
won. Yeah, I let him have that win.
Oh, little tiny Kate having to stare down.
I went to prove a lesson to my daughter one day. I forgot what she had done. I don't remember. And she was probably 8 or 9. And I went into her room and I said, let me tell you what. I don't really think you appreciate all of this stuff that you have. So I'm going to take some of this stuff out of here. And I'm going to put it out here in the hallway. And until you can learn to appreciate the things that you have, they're going to stay out here. And so I took, and I picked easy things. Like we had these pictures every year when the grandkids trip used to go to Disney World. We had these Disney artists and they would draw pictures for the kids. And they always, every year, it's a hand-drawn Disney princess. And we had them all in matching frames. And it's like I took those off the wall. And a couple other things I took down off the shelf. No big deal. 45 minutes later, I heard a noise upstairs. What is that? She's supposed to be in that room. And when I topped the stairs, everything but the bed is out on the landing.
Stop.
And I said, what are you doing? She goes, I thought about what you said, and you're right. I have not been good. I don't deserve this stuff. I just took everything out of my room. She had cleaned that son of a bitch out.
Stop it.
It took like an hour and a half to get all that stuff back in that room and get it right the way it was. I was like, no, it's okay. It's okay. And then, then you're screwed. Like, no, I think you got it now. Now you appreciate it.
Understood.
Like blankets, like pillows, lamp. Everything she could get out of there physically. She was like 8 years old. Everything she could pick up or drag, she had dragged this little, not the big bookshelf that was in her room, but there's a small little bookcase thing. She pulled that thing out in the hallway. Damn it! Now
you had to put all that stuff back.
Yeah. All of it has to go back in there now.
That punishment worked great.
Yeah.
That
Fantastic.
That's a good one. When did your punishment backfire?
Right.
Yeah. One of mine backfired the year that I told the story on the air of why I took away her 5th birthday party, and people got mad at me. Y'all be mad all you want.
Was she lying or something?
She'd been lying. Yeah. And I said, you lie one more time, you don't get a birthday party.
Whatever a 5-year-old lies about.
Yeah. Just stuff. It's like, why are you lying? You're just like suddenly, and then I get it. It's one of those weird kid things. At 5, she just lied about stuff.
Yeah, I used to
Nothing
lie
of
all the
consequence.
time.
It was like, stop lying. You need to stop lying. We don't lie. God doesn't like it when you lie. And neither do I. And then finally I said, look, one more lie and you're not going to get a birthday party. And she did. And so then it's like, damn, now I got to stick to that.
Right.
Okay, no birthday party.
Is it fun to punish your kids?
No, it's terrible. What do you mean?
I feel like my mom
isn't it
had
great
fun
to put
with
them
it.
in a corner?
Yeah. No, it's horrible. You hate every minute of it.
Give you a sense of power.
Yeah.
Whoa.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.